DMO's Nissan Patrol.
Oh, really?
Never experienced anything like it. Just incredible. It's 3,000 horsepower.
Wow.
In a Nissan Patrol, yeah. If you haven't seen it already, go and have a look on his YouTube or his Instagram.
He's a character.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a real character.
Yeah. His Huracan's 3,000 horsepower as well. And he's
I didn't think that was a thing.
Urus, he's got 2 Uruses.
There's a Fast and Furious joke.
Yeah, no, I didn't either, mate. But actually, when you look at what they've done to him, and when they race him over there, 911, for instance, would have been standing still.
Really?
Yeah, mate. There's no
I've never heard of it.
Mate, I just thought he was joking at first. But when I went out in it, it's like a Windows screensaver. You know, everything just kind of comes at you. You can't focus.
Welcome to Gasoline Junkies. I'm Russell.
Oh, I'm adjusting myself, but my name's Barry.
And I'm Jamie.
Thank you for coming.
Pleasure. Thank you for
We're
having
here
me.
today to talk about your cool cars that you've had over the years. Barry's been rabbiting on about how good they are and that. So
Yeah,
you've got a lot to live up to.
I want to say first off, you're probably my oldest friend
I appreciate
ever.
that. Thank you.
Because we used to live
How
around
old
the
are
corner.
you?
We used to live around the corner.
44, yeah.
We used to live around the corner from each other, and I
Yeah.
worked it out just before I got here. We've known each other 39 years.
Is it really 39
Yeah,
years?
39 years.
Jesus. Fun fact, I had the police looking for me because of Barry.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Do you not remember that? I was at his house. It was
Is this when
summer.
you ended up
I
on
was
the
probably
register?
about I was probably about 8 years old or something. I was pretty
Oh,
younger.
you were missing. Yeah,
I was with
yeah,
my mum and I
yeah.
thought I was missing. They were like, "Come back!" You know, when you're old school, like when the street lights come on, come
Yeah,
home.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It was like the height of summer, and we were playing on your driveway,
Yeah.
fucking micro machines or something. I don't know. We were doing something, and it was like I had to be home at 6 o'clock or something. And it was like 9:30 at night, and I was playing this. It was still summer, so it was still bright. And the
light.
next thing, I just like, your mum came out and said, "You better go home, man." And I was like, "Okay." So I got my bike, went up to my house, which was only literally around the corner. Got back, and my dad opened the door and said, "You're in trouble." I said, Why? And my mum out. They got a whole street, the whole fucking Downs Barn, wasn't it at the time? They were all out looking for
They
me. And I
lived
was like,
everywhere
"What's
other
the
than,
matter?"
other than the street around the
Yeah,
corner.
yeah. I remember about 10 minutes later, my mum came back, and the police were there and everything. I was like, "I was just playing at Barry's." Yeah. It's your fault, mate. Yeah.
All my fault.
You're a rebel.
Your fault.
I am
Yeah.
I thought you were a
absolutely
good boy.
I just wanted to keep him. He was a good lad.
Kid
Yeah.
Literally.
So, I asked you in the pre-interview podcast thingies,
Yeah.
talk about your cars.
Way
If you-
back?
Yeah,
Or
start there.
Well, no, what cars do you own at the moment? We'll
Yeah,
start
what do you
off
own
there.
at the moment?
Right now, we've only got the URBAN Range Rover Sport. I've just sold my 911 and just sold the 3-door.
Have you?
Have you?
Just sold it,
Did that
yeah.
break your heart?
Yeah and no. Yeah. I thought it would be a lot more painful than it was,
Yeah.
if I'm honest. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to sell it. The plan was to get it all done, get it all finished, and then take it with me when we move. But yeah, it's literally... it went off to Lee Stevens, who built it. Great guy, by the way, Smart and Classics. It's taken 5 years to build this car, and it was immaculate. Everything was bare metal restoration. Everything was done on it. And I'm moving to Dubai next month. The plan was to take the car there. But when I was over there in the summer, a few months ago, I went out one of my friend's cars over there, and he's got an old school car, and that's got aircon. My 3-door hasn't got aircon. It was like driving around in a greenhouse, and
really?
even just a 2-minute journey in it. I was thinking, oh my god, this is going to be painful. So there's a few reasons why, but also getting insurance on it. You can get it insured, but you're not covered for anything. So if you have an accident, you know, and something happens to somebody, you're covered for that. But even if a taxi crashed into it, it wouldn't be paid for. It'd just get rid of the car.
Really?
Yeah, and I have to drive it to Abu Dhabi every year to get recertified and things like that. And it's just becoming a lot more painful.
Yeah.
So it went back to Lee after it done its first 1,000 miles to just have an engine like look over and whatever, change the oil, stuff like that. And then he rung me and said, "I've got someone here that is interested in your car if you want to sell it." And I was like, "Well, not really," but I just got off the phone to the insurance guys and they really wound me up. And I was like, "How much does he want to pay for it?" And he was like, so he gave me the number and he said he's got the money on him now. He basically went to buy another car and then it wasn't quite right for him. So he said, "Look, would the guy sell that?"
Yeah.
So I said, "Do you know what? If it comes back, I'm never going to let it go. So if he wants to do the deal, mate, just let him have it. It's one less thing I've got to worry about.
Yeah,
Transportation there, all the rest of it. Then I can just buy another one. I'll buy a left-hand drive one or something. Or an Escort probably. So that's got aircon.
Yeah.
GCC spec, hopefully. So it's like, you know." But so yeah, that's gone, mate. That's gone. But that was a labour of love. That was.
At least you can say you scratched that itch, though.
And that's what it was, mate, if I'm honest. It's one of those cars back in the day, always wanted it, couldn't afford it. And then when you kind of get older and you can afford to buy stuff, it's kind of like, fun. You know, I'll buy that. I'll do it exactly as I wanted it, and I had it. I've drove it around a little bit. It was good fun. But you're always worried about it as well. Like, I'm not a mechanic, you know, like I like just point at stuff and say, make that happen. and people do it for us. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But like when I'm out driving a car that's like 30 years old, whatever, when that goes wrong,
there's no confidence
just like,
there, is there?
yeah, like I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean?
So
it's just, yeah. So yeah, it was good. Driving it was amazing, sounded great, looked great, all the rest of it. Brought all the, you know, like all the feels back that you wanted and all the rest of it. But I'd still get, you know, I'd spent a fortune on it and had it all tuned and mapped and everything. But the reality is, I had a 700 brake horsepower daily, you know, like the Porsche 911, and you jump in that and it's just another level. It's effortless. And
I was going to say that was quite a spicy 911, wasn't it?
Yeah. ES Motors had done all that for me. Yeah. So, and again, that was one of those cars where I just sold my Bentley Bentayga, and I needed a car quickly. Again, a friend of mine just said, "Would you sell it?" and sold it for me. Like, and I needed a car, and a mate of mine, Ben, just said, "Buy 911." And I like 911s, but to me they all look the same. Well, at the time they didn't, but they did all look the same. And it's kind of like, do I want to buy a car for 100 grand that's like, it could be 2010, it could be brand new today.
Yeah.
And I wasn't into Porsches enough to actually research them and all the rest of it. And so I went and bought that one, 911 Turbo. It was a 991.1, so like 2015, I think it was. And I bought it, and it was great. It ticked all the boxes, loved it. And a friend of mine owns ES, and he just said, bring it over. So I took it over, and again, normal kind of stuff for me. Exhaust, map it, tune it, do all the rest of it. And it was an animal, mate. It was an absolute animal.
And you use it as a daily?
Yeah, I used it as daily, yeah. Daniela used the Range Rover all the time, yeah.
So it took relatively subtle mods, exhaust, map.
Literally, that was pretty much
and it took it up to 650.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah. It was about 680 something, I think, on the right fuel. Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah. But mate, it was like a rocket, and all the cars I'd had, even like the R8s, GTRs, things like that. This was by far, I'd probably say, the best car. Anyone that's looking to buy one of these cars, don't overlook the 911 Turbo. They are just incredible for everything, and you've got 4 seats in it as well, which is just, they're small. You guys wouldn't want to sit in the back of it, but Taylor would jump in it and put the roof down. She'd love it. It was great. But yeah, that was an animal, that car, absolute animal, and the way it just was on rails, it was just phenomenal. But then you kind of jump in the old cars again, and you think, oh my God, like, you know, rear-wheel drive, like, it's got no safety protection and all the rest of it. Got great fun and all the rest of it, but then you kind of think, hang on a minute, if I want to get somewhere quick, or I want to go and, you know, have a show pony or something, you just jump in the 911. Great car.
What's the Urban like?
Urban's great. As a brand, they're brilliant.
Yeah, because they're around the corner from where I work. And you see them all the time. They're lovely. They sound amazing as well, and they look really cool.
Yeah. All of their cars. I mean, I've had quite a few now. I've had 6 or 7 cars from them now.
Have you?
So the Bentayga that I bought was Urban. That was nice, all full carbon and 24-inch Vossens on it and all the rest of it. And it just looked the bollocks. And I remember when I bought an SVR off them, a blue SVR, and it was all exposed carbon. So it had the exposed bonnet and the centre of the bumper, and that had the 23s on it and all the rest of it. And that was a really nice car. But I remember when I went to pick that up, they just had the Bentayga built, and it was sitting in the showroom. And I walked in, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's the best looking car I've ever seen." It was like I can't remember the name of the exact colour. It was like a grey. It was almost like a metallic kind of light grey. It was a beautiful car, and he told me the price of it. And I said, "There's no way there's no way I can afford it." It was like 200 odd grand or something. And I was like, "Mate, that's just ridiculous." And I always said to him, "One day I'll have one. One day I'll have one." And then about a year later, I just sold the SVR. I'd just bought the yellow R8. I'd had the yellow R8 for about 6 months, I think. And he rang me and said, "Hey, guess what? We've just had come back into stock." And I was like, "Don't tell me." And he said, "Yeah, send me the picture of it." And he said, "The guy's just part X'd it for a new G-Wagon. Do you want it?" And he told me the numbers, and I thought, "Wow, that's hemorrhaged so much money." And actually, it still looks brand new. So he ran some numbers on it, and I was like, "Yeah, do you know what? I'm coming." So they bought the R8 off of me, put it into their stock, and I drove off in the Bentayga, and that was just an amazing car.
Wow!
Just like an armchair on wheels. That looked aggressive. Yeah, I just had it all drop. I put the drop links on it, so it just sat on the deck, like with these big wheels on it. And it was just wicked.
23-inch, massive 23-inch.
Yeah, they're fucking
massive.
huge.
They were 24s. They were 24s on the Bentayga. Yeah, Boston UC1s. Yeah.
It's all about inches, mate. On
Always,
so, talk us about your car history from the beginning.
I'll just try and remember.
If you
mate.
can. I think I could probably remember quite a few of them.
Go on in. See where you can start.
Was your first one a Metro?
Yes.
Is it a GTI?
GTI. Yeah.
And then...
Which was wicked. I loved that car.
Yeah.
That was good. Because all my friends had XR2s at the time.
Yeah.
They were like the in-car.
That's what I had,
But it was quicker than the XR2. And the XR2i was quicker than the XR2.
Yeah.
It was only 1.4 injection, but it was just It was just a wicked little car.
Yeah.
Great fun, yeah.
I remember you had a Rover as well, BRM edition.
Rover 200.
Yep.
Yeah, my mum worked at Rover, and I was fed up of breaking cars. Like the Metro kept having problems with it.
So you bought a Rover?
I had a Rover 200. I had a brand new Rover 200. Decked it. We cut the springs with oxyacetylene because they didn't make lowering kits for no one wanted Rovers. Do you know what I mean? But done quite a few bits there. I loved that car. It was great fun. It was great fun. The same engine as the Metro had, 1.4 injection, I think it was at the time, or 1.6. I can't remember now. But that was a great little car. I had that for a year or two, I think.
Green with the orange.
They were
mine was blue. No, mine was blue.
Was your blue?
Yeah, but I got the BRM kit.
Okay.
And put it on it, so you got like the extra lip around the bumper. Yeah. So we managed to get one of them. Kev Cunningham helped me do that. And we lowered it at
Kev Cunningham.
He
used to live around the corner when I lived on Stantonbury. Stunning little Lupo.
Yeah.
If you remember with
he's had some quality cars in the past.
Rusty
mate,
bonnet and just the full stance on it. It looked amazing.
He had an Escort Cosworth Rep convertible at the time.
Did
when
he?
I had the Rover.
Nice.
Yeah. Which was really good fun.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, it got stolen off his driveway.
No way.
That was the thing back then, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Everything was getting stolen.
Yeah.
I remember you having a GTIR as well.
Yeah, that was probably one of my favourite cars.
Yeah, I was going to say that's
my Nissan GTR.
With all the cars you've had, that's probably up there with one of my favourites.
Yeah,
just because they were, you just didn't see them.
And it was UK spec as well. So most of them are Nissan Pulsars, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they've got the square number plate at the back.
Yeah.
When mine was natural UK spec, the number plate was K20 GTR because it was number 20 of the.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
Nice touch, yeah.
So I had that for a while. I had the Peugeot 306 convertible before that.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I had that again, put a cost lowering kit on it and big wheels. And that I say big wheels, they were 17s, but at the time
They were massive, yeah.
Oh no, they were huge at the time.
At the time, yeah. When you see them now, you think, oh my god, I think the Polos
like
come with 17s.
Our
on
ongoing
standard.
joke is massive 15-inch wheels, but back then they were big,
yeah,
weren't they?
15s on a hot hatch were huge back in our day.
Most cars are about 13-inch, 14-inch.
12s, 13s are standard, yeah.
So when you see 15s, they did actually look really big.
I maintain the 306 cab slammed on 17s is one of the best looking cars of the 90s.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I loved it. It was
Yeah.
great fun. It was great fun, mate. And it worked because you got that typical kind of like surfboard, just straight, flat. You've got no bars on them or anything. And that was good because at the time, all the old Escorts had the bar over it.
Yeah, that's
so you
right.
didn't have that clean look. Where the
And
306
the rear
came out.
arch was quite a bit lower than the front, so it really kind of
Sat nice.
sat nice on the back wheel. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm out now, mate. You'll have to fill me in.
So 306, and then I bought Escort Turbo. I had black Escort Turbo.
Okay.
That was really cool. That was really cool.
Mark 4.
Yeah. Just Escort RS Turbo. Did the usual cut the middle out the bumper and what have you.
Yeah.
Put a set of Voodoos on it. 17s
Voodoos.
again. When they were
Lovely,
big.
nice.
Yeah, 17-inch Voodoos on it, and lowered it, and Mongoose exhaust, all the rest of it. And that was a great car. Used to sound like Airwolf when it took off. The turbo was proper noisy on it. That was a good car. That was a good bit of fun. I sold that randomly to some guy. I think it was like a bin man or something. Knocked on my door and said, "Do you want to sell your car?" And I was like, "I do actually. I'm looking to sell it." Yeah, and he was like, "I'll buy it off you." And I was like, "Okay." And then on the day he was meant to come and buy it,
the original Facebook Marketplace was people just randomly knocking on your door, wasn't it?
yeah, literally, knocked on the door, and then on the day he was meant to buy it, he rang me and said, "I've been let down with someone buying my car. Will you take my car as a part exchange?" And I was like, "What is it?" And it was a Cavalier GSI, and I didn't love the Cavalier GSIs, but he was like, "Look, I'll just knock. I'm 500 quid short. Will you take my Cavalier GSI and the rest of the money?" So basically, I got this Cavalier GSI out of nowhere, which was quite handy because I had a car to run around in that way. And I had that for about a month or two, I think, then sold that and got all right money for it, to be honest. It was an okay car, that. And then
I sat in one on Thursday.
I know, I saw.
It was lovely,
they're expensive now, aren't they? The cars. I was looking for a Cavalier Turbo the other day just for a bit of fun. But
one of our previous guests had one, and he's fully restored it. It's gorgeous.
It is lovely.
It's probably one of my favourite cars.
Yeah.
But I always tend to go down rabbit holes when I get home, and I'm like, oh, look at that. There wasn't one for sale in the country.
He takes it to car shows and basically gets followed around the car show. Do you want to sell it? Do you want to sell it? Do you want to sell it? He's like, I don't want to sell it. I won't sell it. Out of all the cars he's got, that's the one he keeps.
I saw one on eBay about 6 years ago, and I'm kicking myself for not buying it, to be honest, because it was about, I think it was about 14 grand or something. It looked nice. It had a little bit of rust on the rear arch like they normally do.
Always do, yeah.
But apart from that, it was immaculate. Low miles, all the rest of it. And I think it was on, and it was like a bidding thing for 6 days. And after like 24 hours, it was gone. So I'm guessing someone just rung up and said, "I'll buy it. What do you want for it?" You know. But yeah, they're just some of these old cars are just rocketing still. I genuinely think as well, though, one of the reasons I got rid of the 3 doors is I think we've got that 30-year term.
Yes.
Where where we were kids, whatever, they were the car to have. We've got the money to buy them and do them now. Kids of like my daughter and what have you, she hated the 3-door. She was like, Dad, don't take me out in that, you know. But for her, it'll be like
around the back.
Educator, yeah. But you know, in another 20 years' time, the people that have held on to them, I don't know if they're going to get the same value they're getting now still, because unless you really kind of brought up with it because you worship what your dad's doing, like what we're doing at this time, I don't think the kids at that age are going to do it.
No.
But then you look at the Mark II Escorts and things, you know, they're still getting the limelight. But again, they're part of the history of what we're looking at as well. So it's So I don't know. So that's one of the reasons I thought, you know what, I'll just do it now rather than take it to Dubai and then just have it sitting there for another 20 years and no one really knows what they're doing to work on them and stuff. I just thought nip it in the bud. But yeah, so I had the GSI, not very long, and then what was the next car I had? I think it was I had the 306 convertible then actually. Yeah. And then the 306 convertible. A friend of mine, Scott, owned the GTR. The GTIR, sorry, he owned the Nissan GTIR. He rang me and said, I want to sell it, and I said, I need it, I want it, I definitely want to have it, but I needed to sell my 306 to buy it. So back in the day, it was literally like you put it in the back of a Max Power magazine, so you got to wait for that edition to come out and stuff for people to see it and ring you up or whatever, or you put it in the paper and it's just so. Did that, and then about 2 weeks later he rang me and said, the car's gone. I was like, you're joking. And there was another kid in Milton Keynes bought it called Gary. So Gary bought the GTI, and I saw him out a few times in it, and went up and said hello and all the rest of it. And randomly one day he rang me about a month later. He only had it for about a month. He rang me a month later and said, look, mate, I've just found out I'm having a baby. The car's no good for us as a family car. It's going to get me into trouble. It's too quick, all the rest of it. Do you want to do a deal on it? I'll take your 306 convertible off you, and you can have this, and just call it 500 quid as well or something. And I was like, done, I'll have it. So I was like, this is a result. Yeah. So I literally went to the bank the next day, got 500 quid out, went to his house. His dad came out, looked around a 306, because he had a 306 cab before, but it got wrote off. So he knew what they were like, the rest of it, and he liked the look of mine. His dad took mine for a drive, came out and said, yeah, okay, we're happy with the deal. Let me just go get the 500 quid for you and I'll be out in 2 minutes. And I was like, what? What will probably result? Yeah. So,
back in the pocket.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we did that deal. But then the gearbox went in the GTIR the next day, which was a grand to fix it. So it was kind of like bittersweet. It was like, all right, okay, well, that's where that money's going in. But that car was an animal, mate. I absolutely loved it. I think it was about 580 horsepower back. But back then it was a quick car, four-wheel drive. It was just an animal. But the boost hose used to always blow off it because it had the top mount intercooler rather than the front mount. Where it had been fabricated, it wasn't quite. So with the movement of the car, when you were under power, it used to pop off the Jubilee clip. So when I first got it, took everyone out in it and absolutely giving it some. And literally, I was like, oh no, I've blown it up. After a while, I realised it was just that. Do you know what I mean? So we had to just every day. It was like a reoccurring thing. You had a screwdriver with you at all times because you knew it was going to come off. So we managed to fix that issue. But had that car for I think about a year or so, a year and a half or something like that. But that was a wicked car. That's the one I wish I hadn't sold. That's the car.
That is one of our questions later.
You've already answered one of our questions later on.
Because you just can't find them like that anymore. When you can, they're the Pulsar. They're not the UK spec. So, that's the one. If I could go back, that would be the one that I would have kept. Definitely.
Oh, cool. It's really cool when we find out what cars people would go back to. You know, some of the people that we've had on, they've had some awesome cars, and it'd be like, I want a Fiesta.
Yeah. I think it's just the memories you have with that car, isn't it? And the stuff that you do. People don't get it, but actually, it's the memories that come with it and all the stuff you got up to in it and all that lot. And that was a great car. Oh,
cool.
And then what did I have after that then? I got given a company car for a little while. When I sold that, they gave me a company car, which was like a Focus or something, which was horrendous. And I can't think. I wrote it down actually because I knew you were going to ask me what car. Let me have a look at what car I had next. Because there has been quite a few, mate. Escort Turbo, Cavalier GSI, 306 cab, Nissan GTR, A4S line. Actually, I had a Focus for about a month, and they gave me an Audi A4S line, which was a nice at the time. Again, brand new, it was quite low, and it had big wheels on it and everything. Standard. It was a decent car. But I managed to finesse that actually because at the time the company cars they were giving us were Ford Focuses and things, and they said, look, this is the budget you've got. You can go and get yourself a car. And I remember going to the Audi showroom and they had nothing there. So I went to Audi in Bedford, went in there and said, this is the budget I've got for a company car. What have you got? And she said, the Audi S line is like X amount of money, but we've got the manager's demo car or something. Right. And like 4,000 miles on it. We can do that for this price. And I said, if you can do it for that price, I can get them to do it. And then they called me back an hour later and said, yeah, we can do that. We need to get rid of that car.
And the manager's demo car is always going to have every conceivable option box.
It had most of them, It had most of them, And it was manual. It was manual. And they wanted him to have an auto, which is why they wanted to swap it in because most people were buying autos at the time. So having that as their demo car wasn't ideal, which is why they let it go. So that was pretty cool. I had that for about a year. But again, it's when you got a company car, it's boring. You can't do anything to it. No. And I'm one of these people like have to do something. Yeah. After that, I bought a 320 convertible BMW. Again, using it for work every day, running around showing people houses and things and what have you. This is going back quite a few years still. Put a set of the M3 CSL wheels on it lowered it and all the rest of it, and that was quite a smart car. But again, didn't last very long. Then we found out we were having Taylor, my daughter, and then I bought a BMW 5 Series, which was a fun experience, buying a 5 Series BMW as well, because I found one online and I went to see it. It was in Luton or something, or somewhere. I can't remember where it was. I think it was Luton. Got there and it looked okay. Paintwork was a bit ropey around the front bumper, and he was like, "Oh, we can get that fixed for you." I was like, "Okay." Took it out and it had an issue with it. You put your foot down, nothing happened for about 3 seconds, like literally. And 3 seconds feels like a lifetime when you're at a junction trying to pull out. Yeah, literally.
One of many things wrong with it.
Yeah. Nothing happened. So I pulled off and I said, "Mate, there's an issue with it." So he said, "I'll pull over, I'll have a look at it." So we pulled over into a bus stop, switched sides, whatever. He pulled out. He was like, "Oh, while I'm driving back," then he said, "I can feel it, you're right, I'll get that looked at." He said, "While I'm driving, have a look in the glove box, it's got all the service histories and everything." I was like, "Okay." So I literally leaned forward, opened the glove box, started pulling his paperwork out. Next thing I hear him go, "Shit!" And I was like, "What's going on?" Literally head-on collision with another car, just like airbags off everywhere, and like I just remember seeing white smoke, thinking, "Well, my nose is bleeding." I'm like, "What the fuck? This is a test drive for a car." I'm glad I went in the driver's seat.
I'll take it in by you.
No, mate, no. At least the front end probably got sorted out because the paintwork was bad on it. Yeah. And that was a fun experience. So I remember sitting at the side of the road. They called ambulances. I was all right. I was fine. He wasn't. I think he was doing about 30 mile an hour, and she was probably doing about 40 coming our way. So luckily it hit his side. But I remember everyone coming out because it had, like, you know, when you go to forecourts, you've got like they put the window stickers on saying like automatic, like full leather, all this. Like, it was all down the passenger side, and there was people coming up saying, "You're not going to get insured on this because you've got all these stickers. You've got reduced visibility. That's why you've crashed." And I remember looking at him thinking, he's in trouble. Like, but I was literally sitting at the side of the road because I needed to wait for someone to come pick us up from his dealership to go back so I can get my car from the dealership. It was about 2 miles away. And I remember finding another one in Birmingham, and I've rang him on the side of the road and said, "I need to buy a car, but I need to get one like now. Can I come have a look at it today?" And he said, "If you can get here in the next hour and a half, then yeah, you can come and see it." So I remember getting there and I had a bit of tissue in my nose, whatever, and a bit of a black eye. And he was like, "You're right." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Just took a car out and it just got wrote off." And he was like, "Well, hang on a minute, like, I'll drive." And I was like, "It's fine." I ended up buying that one, but I needed a car because Taylor was due in like 4 or 5 days' time. Yeah. So I ended up paying him the deposit, collected it the next day, and again that was okay having it. But because you got a 5 Series, haven't you? Yeah. So yeah, it looked really cool. Gold wheels.
Thank you. Yeah, it looks good from a distance. The closer you get to it, the worse it gets.
It looked good from what I was.
If you squint and turn the lights off, it looks great.
No, it looked nice. It looked nice. Yeah. But again, that was a good car. Again, didn't have it for too long, but it was a nice car. Is it carbon black they call it, the colour? So it's like it is black, but it looks blue in certain lights and things.
Yeah. So my man's got that on his X5, I think.
Yeah.
What year was what shape was yours?
The one after yours.
92, is it? E92, is it?
I don't know if it's...
Or E90.
Yours
like
is a
E39.
E60.
Oh, E60 then,
So mine was... I can't remember what year it would have been. It would have probably been like a 2008 or something, 2009 or something.
Yeah,
so it's like not the new... It was not
like the one I was going to buy off your mate.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he nearly bought Russell Marsden's.
Okay, yeah.
Well, when we went shopping for
same
his
shape,
same shape as that one. Yeah.
Should have bought that one as well.
It's a nice looking. They're nice looking cars still now. To be fair.
Are really good looking cars.
Yeah, and they're nice inside and stuff. Yeah. So I had that car. Then I bought another convertible. Bought the Audi A5 convertible, which was a good car again. Again, lowered it, big set of wheels. I think I put 20s on that or 21s on that. I can't remember now. But that was a really nice looking car. But I lowered it too much. It was aggressively low, and I'm one of these guys that if it's going to be low, you're going to do it properly.
Yeah.
But running around Milton Keynes all day, every day at the time, I was still doing a lot of viewings and stuff myself. And every speed ramp I got to was just a nightmare. And it's even worse when you've got clients following you or in the car with you and you're kind of doing these S-turns just so you don't rip the exhaust off. But that was a great car, that was a great car. I sold that to a friend of mine and it got stolen off his driveway, actually, about a month after.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But that was a good car. I changed all the grills on it and stuff to make it like really...
Yeah.
Look how it should do. And then when I sold that, I bought the most aggressive C63. Like the noise of it was just unbelievable.
Do I remember you having a C63?
It was the white one. It had it's the 507, so it had the graphics down the side.
Yes,
and that lot.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean,
now.
took it to Motec and they put all the carbon bits on it for us in that lot, and again lowered. And typical first thing you do, put the X pipe on it, cross pipe on it, and it was just the noise of it. And that's when I had my office in Stony Stratford High Street.
Yeah,
and I remember you start up down there and it just rattled all the houses. It was just ridiculous, mate. But that was a great car.
Probably one of the most aggressive sounding cars.
Is that what Claire had?
Yeah, C63.
Yeah, C63. Yeah, they're that's a great car. Yeah. That's a great car. You can see why some people call them the Widowmaker though, because they are rear end happy and stuff.
Are they?
Yeah. It was great fun. I don't regret having that car at all. That was a brilliant car. But again, they're showing their age a little bit. That model is showing its age a little bit now, just like the interface inside and all the rest of it. But for the sound of it, you can't fault. You can't fault it.
Yeah, I think I said on a previous one, they literally came out of nowhere, them C-classes. I think it was about 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
They were just there. And then you see a C63, it was just like amplified thunder. They were just probably the best noise.
Got the bonnet bulges, slightly wider. Yeah, it's just, wicked car.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wicked car. And that was kind of like me getting back into performance cars again then, and getting that bug back and what have you. And Taylor was a little bit older. Daniela had a car then as well.
Yeah.
She never used to drive. She was always working in London, so she used to get train everywhere.
Oh, okay.
So we got Daniela a car, and then so then for me it was like I can have a bit more fun again now. Because again, Taylor hated it. You start up and she'd just cry because of the noise of it, mate. Honestly, and it was obnoxious. Like in the morning, you start up and you can see all the neighbours straight away. Like, oh my god, like it was so loud, mate. It was, And then I sold that and bought my first Audi R8 to Gen 1. Audi R8, bought a black R8, which I loved that car.
Yeah,
absolutely
they sound amazing as well, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, again, you'll drive faster cars than the R8, without a doubt. But there's something special about the Gen 1 R8. It just handled well, looked good, felt good. So 2008, I think it was 2008, 2009, something like that.
They're starting to come around to almost be
affordable
again.
Yeah, they're like 30k now, aren't they? Something like 25, 30k or something. It's crazy.
And I think they're one of them cars where they come out and they look so futuristic at the time, but then now they're almost coming around again to be being cool.
Yeah.
I think a lot of cars have that.
A mate of mine said to me the other day, he's got like a budget of 30k. What's he going to buy? And he
Audi
was showing me
R8.
like new Golfs and things like that. But he wanted to put like a little brand on it for himself and all the rest of it to get his name out there. And I said to him, buy a Gen 1 R8 because they're good engines. They'll go forever.
Is that the Lamborghini engine in that one?
Yeah, they're the same as the Glado had in it at the time.
The V10 one it is. The V8. Oh, what was the V8? It was just an Audi V8. Oh, it was out the
RS6.
RS6.
Yeah.
So which one did you have?
Gen 1. It was the V8.
The V8. Okay.
Yeah. So it was before the V10 was made at that time. They just brought the V10 out, I think, when I bought that one.
Funny story. Kevin Davis, you're very good friends with him.
Yeah.
The night I met Kirsty on a date, he took us home in his Audi R8 that he had at the time.
Really?
Yeah. So he was kind of the executive taxi.
Okay.
That took me and him, and then I think he gave Kirsty a lift home in the morning or something like that. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
But long story. I'll keep my mouth shut about Kev. No, Kev, we've known each other
he's a lovely
30,
guy, mate.
40 years. Amazing guy. His R8 was epic.
I didn't realise there were 4 seats.
No, they're not.
They're not.
So how did he take you both home?
One at a time.
Oh.
He was very accommodating.
Fair enough.
How do I get Barry out of the way? Right, I'll drop you off first, and he took Kirsty home in the morning.
Oh, the swine.
Yeah, no, he's a lovely guy, mate.
Yeah, great guy.
He's a lovely guy. But yeah, that for me was, again, it was the scratch that needed itching. It was one of those, like, I always wanted one, couldn't afford one when they first came out, and then it was kind of like, I saw this one come up online. It was all black wheels, black everything. It just looked incredible.
Yeah.
So I made the phone call and they were like, yeah, come get it. It was at an Aston Martin dealership, actually. They'd just taken it in as a Part X.
Oh, okay.
One owner from New, I think it was. And it was the last manual they made. So it was like, do you know what? It's going to be a good car. Bought that. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I think Iron Man had a lot to do with the
he did.
the coolness factor of that.
Yeah.
Everyone thought they were Tony Stark driving one.
yeah. Sunglasses on instantly, and just yeah. But that was quality. Had a few bits done to that, lowered it. That makes a huge difference on them cars as well. You lower it. Not only do they look much better, but the handling on it was just next level. Changed like air filters and stuff. Had the exhaust done on it, and I sold it just shortly after I had the exhaust done, actually, because when I changed the exhaust on it, it sounded amazing. But you couldn't think. You couldn't hear yourself think. Yeah, in the car was just... And it's got that irritating drone, which you don't mind if it's a weekend car, because, again, I was daily in it. When you hit that 60 to 80 mile an hour, you've got that constant drone behind you, but the noise of it was so loud, you generally couldn't hear yourself think. And I'm on the phone all the time. My phone does not stop. I'm on the phone all the time. So I was getting fed up. People saying to me, "Are you at a racetrack?" Like, constantly. And I still get that now in every car I get. Everyone's always like, "Are you at a racetrack?" I was like, that's all you can hear. But the noise of it was amazing. And it was a work of art, the guys that did it. I think it was Deutsche that did it. But it was a work of art. And and then a friend of mine's dad bought it off me, actually. And in fact, that just got wrote off, actually, which is really sad because he bought it off me. He had wind that I wanted to sell it, and he just came, took it out, and said, "Yeah, I'll buy it." Transferred me the money and said, "When you get your new car, just drop it to me." I was like, "That's nice. I don't even have to be carless for a week or two." Yeah. So he had it, and again, he used it probably once a month, just for a special occasion or just take it out for a drive. And typically, he took it out for a drive, and someone crashed into it. Yeah. No. So that's just been wrote off. Because that was a nice car. That was a nice car. After the R8, I bought. What did I buy? I bought the...
You had an M3, didn't you?
I did. Do you know what? I bought a C-Class convertible Mercedes.
Okay.
It was like it wasn't like a 43 or anything. It was like a 3-litre petrol or something like that. It's just a standard kind of car. And at the time, I thought I just want something to get in, drive about, something I could hear myself. I think that's what happened, mate, if I'm honest. I needed something I could hear myself thinking.
Yeah.
Went into a Mercedes dealership randomly. I was looking for Daniela for a car, actually, to get her something. Saw this convertible. It looked really smart with the roof down. It had like a whiskey brown interior and a matching whiskey brown roof. It sounds horrendous, but it was a white car, and that I thought that with a nice set of wheels on it, chuck it on air ride or something, that'd just be a good daily. I bought it. I think I had it for a week and a half, and I was like, "What am I doing? This is not a bit of me." So literally just binned it off. Actually, that's when I bought the M3.
Okay.
I went into a BMW dealership, and they had the M3 in there. And the only reason I went into the dealership actually is because I saw one online, like a really nice, is it Laguna Seca Blue or something? Yeah. Someone had one done in that F80 M3. It was like a year and a half old. Saw it online and I thought, I don't want to drive all that, because I think it was in Scotland or something. I thought, I don't want to go all that way just to look at it and then pay a deposit the rest of it. If I like it, I'll just
drive it home.
Yeah. So I went to the local BMW dealership and they had a Suzuka grey one. They'd just taken in, it wasn't prepped or anything, so they hadn't taken pictures or anything. It was a year old, had all their service history and everything, and got chatting to the sales guy there, and really nice chap. And he said, "We've got this one coming. It's fully had everything, all the head-up display, had everything on it, all extended leather pack and that lot." And I loved it. I was like, "This is the bollocks." Took it out, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is a quick car."
Yeah.
For a standard car, it was like, I was so impressed with it.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Look, I know it's a bit more expensive than the one you're looking at in Scotland, but if you buy it from a dealership, you get the warranty, you've got this, you've got no problems and everything." I thought, yeah, do you know what? It's on my doorstep. They agreed to do a deal on the Mercedes to take that in, so it just got rid of that.
Yeah.
So I did. I bought that car, but I tell you what, I'll never buy a BMW again. Like, just because of BMW, I will never buy a BMW again.
The horror story you had with that car is,
mate, honestly, like that is just like
you could write pages and pages about what you went through with it.
Yeah. So that new M3 was I loved it, absolutely loved it. Great car, performed well, looked good, all the rest of it, sounded amazing. I lowered it and put set wheels on it. They didn't care about that. And then I changed the air filter, but it was a standard air filter. A friend of mine owns a garage, and he said, "Can we use it for content for our website? We'll give you like a pipe across air filter." But it wasn't even like like a carbon air filter.
It was just a panel filter.
It was a panel filter. Yeah, they just wanted to video it for content, whatever. So they put that in, and then about a week later, my oil light came on, and I was like, "This is weird." So went and had it checked out, put some more oil in it. Again, a few days later, the oil light came on again. So I was like, "This is weird." So I rung BMW. They said, "I'll book it in on Monday." I said, "Okay, what do I do?" They said, "Just keep an eye on your oil level and keep driving it." Okay, fine. 2 days later, literally, engine seized. I was like, "What?" Like the oil light wasn't on at that point or anything. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" Took it into them. They stripped it down and everything. They said, "Oh yeah, it's your oil pickup has gone or something. It's a common fault with it." They actually said to me, "It's a common fault with this.
Right.
It's going to be completely covered for you. It's like £26,000 for a new engine replacement with labour, all the rest of it." And I was like, "Okay, that's good of you. Thank God I got the warranty type thing." They said, "Look, we're going to get BMW UK to come and do it with us and document us taking it apart and changing it, because we want to understand why these cars are doing it." So that's whatever you want to do. And I remember I was on my way to the airport, because we were going away to Santorini for our anniversary, and got on the flight, all the rest of it. I remember getting off the flight, standing waiting for the suitcases to come off the belt, whatever, checking my emails, and I had one from BMW. "Hi, Mr. Walsh. Hope everything's well, and hope you made it to your destination all right." And just a quick message. BMW UK are here and we're just filming and what have you, just taking the car apart. We've noticed that you've replaced the air filter. Therefore, you've modified the vehicle, so they won't cover it under warranty, unfortunately. Are you still okay for us to continue with the work? and you okay to make a payment now on account or something like that?
Yeah.
So I remember like thinking, well, so I applied and said, no, I don't think so. I haven't changed the air filter or anything, because at the time I didn't know that they'd actually left the air filter in there, my friend's garage.
Okay.
Because they said, we'll take it out just so it doesn't cause you any problems. Okay, cool. They didn't take it out. Not their fault, and to be honest, I got hold of James Pearman, who owns Pipe Across the UK.
Yeah.
And he did a big statement for me and everything, saying you get a box exemption certificate because it is a like-for-like panel and you don't legally need to go to BMW to replace a like-for-like filter. Therefore, this is bullshit, basically. BMW basically said, yeah, no, you've modified it. I said, yeah, but I haven't done anything that would cause this problem. And here's 3 different mechanics that have said the same thing. Like, that would never cause this issue. It's impossible. They came back again. Yeah, no, you still modified it. And it went on for about 6 months. And I went in there a few times, what have you. And it's mental because they had the car still on the ramp with the engine was sat in they had 2 tyres on the floor and the engine was just sat in a tyre. So I was documenting it all, saying, like, is this something you do with your customers? Like, you've got a ramp you can't use. That's been out of action now for months.
Yeah.
That's going to be costing you more money than just doing what you said you would do. And it went on and on and on for so long. And their reply was always like, well, my lawyers are bigger than yours and we're not interested.
Wow.
We're not doing it. So I got the ump and I got Ben, who owns Deutsche Tech. Ben came down with me with like an army of people, and we came down with a big Deutsche Tech trailer, and we got the car out, documented pushing it out, all the rest of it, took it to Deutsche Tech. I bought an engine off eBay, off a car that had been rear-ended. I think I paid like $5,000 for this engine or something. So got the engine, Ben fitted it up and what have you and all that lot, and got it running. Got the car back. This is like 6 months in now. I hadn't had this car for, and I was driving around a London cab at the time. I bought a London cab for a promotion for my business.
Fake taxis, is it?
Fake taxi, yeah. But I bought a London cab, and I was running around in that, and it was the height of summer again. It was like aircon didn't exist in it. It was a sweatbox. But I was documented all of it, type thing, and it's good because there was loads of influencers I didn't know, like big influencers in the car scene that I hadn't met at the time. And they're all like throwing support out, saying like, "This is amazing, Jamie. Like that you're doing this, and you're highlighting the fact that they're just arseholes, basically."
Yeah.
They're all sharing it and things. It's got quite a lot of traction on it. But yeah, BMW just stood their ground and said, "Tough shit," basically.
Wow.
And because of that principle, like there's cars I would have bought now, like X5M and stuff. I would have bought one of them now just to run around in for a few months, because I think they're an amazing bit of kit. But out of principle, I won't give them any clout. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Fair play to
so
you.
yeah, so we got that. But when I got it back and it was all up and running, I just lost all love for it. I just lost all love for that car. And silly things like when they had it in there, they'd like damaged all the front end. They'd like put where they'd had like the car sitting there, whatever, and the bumper was on the floor. But they'd been running over it with trolleys and stuff and things like that, and they had like black marks and like cuts in it and things. And I said to them, like, guys, and they curbed 2 of the wheels when they pushed it out of their workshop. And I was like, guys, like, seriously. And they were like, oh, we'll pay to get that done. Go and get a quote for the repaint of the front bumper and
$27,000.
the wheels. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I got a friend of mine just to get a quote together to sort that out, and then they paid him direct for it, and then literally I got it back up and running. I think I had it for a couple of weeks back, and I just lost love for it. And again, there's an engine I didn't know and all the rest of it, and there was no warranty on the car now from BMW because I wouldn't put the engine in that they provided. So again, I paid a bit extra for this car to have the BMW warranty, which they didn't honour. They down there at BMW Milton Keynes, they were still like, I'm so sorry this has happened. It's really out of order, all the rest of it, but they didn't really fight the battle with us. They just kind of washed their hands of it and just said no. So yeah, that was the end of my BMW kind of like thing. Like, and I like BMW, I like the cars themselves and what have you. And I've got loads of friends and that have got decent ones. Like even yours looks lovely outside.
Yeah, it's different.
But every time I see one, I kind of like sneer a bit and think, I hate
there's
BMW.
a spit down the side of it when I go out.
Yeah. So rule them, don't buy BMW. Yeah. I sold that and I bought my first Range Rover, URBAN Range Rover. It wasn't actually from URBAN at the time. I'd met Simon before, but I'm quite friendly with him now, but I didn't at the time know him. But I was on holiday actually, in Mexico I think or something, and I saw this Range Rover come up, autobiography, fully loaded, had the URBAN kit on it. It was one of their original like first ones they ever did. And I loved it, and I contacted this garage and said, I really want that car. And they were like, okay, yeah, well, if you pay a deposit. I said, yeah, well, you need to come and see it. And I said, I can't. I'm in Mexico. I'm here for another 10 days or something. I said, look, if it's as nice as you say it is, I'll just buy it. I'll come and collect it. If I arrive and it's different to what you've said, then I'm not driving home in it. And and it was. I got there and it was lovely, and I drove home in it. So the day I got back from Mexico, it was quite late at night. So I slept next morning, got in an Uber, I think it was, and I went straight to their London showroom. picked up this car, had that. That was a really good car. Daniela loved it actually as well. She always thought the Range Rover was too big. I don't want one. As soon as I got it, she was like, "This is all right." She ended up just having that because it was just a great family car, which meant I could go into silly stuff again. And, we still got that decent family car. But they're really good cars, and I think we've had 6 of them now.
Have you?
6 of the Range Rover. Daniela loves them. I kept changing cars up for her, and like I went and got her a Porsche Macan. I think it was GTS or an S or something, and that was a great little car. But then after a while, she was just always, I want a Range Rover. I want another Range Rover. Then we bought an e-tron for her, an Audi e-tron. And again, range anxiety was just ridiculous. And we just shoehorned that off and we bought another Range Rover for her because she just likes up high, comfortable. Everyone always says Range Rovers are problems. We've never had an issue with one.
Okay.
Never had an
they
issue
have got this stigma, haven't they?
Yeah. Never had an issue with one. Apart from the fact that the one we've got now is just not worth selling. From what we bought it for to what they're worth now because of everyone trying to steal them and the insurance is high and stuff like that. So we just kind of stuck with it. But I don't mind.
I think you have to be careful with the Urbans as well because there's a lot of copies going around, isn't there?
Yeah, so they say, yeah.
Yeah, so I watched one of the YouTube guys, I can't remember who it was, might have been Calvin Car Diaries.
Yeah,
watched him? He's based in Milton Keynes, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he got one traded into him and he took it to a Urban in Tonwell. Yeah, and they said, you got to be careful. And they looked over and they said, no, it's real.
It wouldn't surprise me if people are making rip-off bits from... Yeah, so, we had that, the first one. And then I went and bought a Nissan GTR.
I loved that car.
Yeah, Nissan GTR. That was amazing. That's like a show pony.
Yeah.
You go out anywhere in it, everyone's just eyes on it, especially like the flames on it. It was just every time we did like a car scene or something. Like, have you seen D-Max before?
Yes.
D-Max 250. So a friend of mine set up a company called D-Max 250, and we went out to do like a promo video. It was like around COVID time, and it was New Year's Eve. I think it was New Year's Eve morning. We all met up at like 4 a.m. to go to London and just terrorise London basically. When there wasn't a lot of traffic around. And I remember on the route down there, we just had like all these Lambos, things like that, and my GTR was just in the front, just like 6 foot flames out the back, down the M1, pretty much most of the journey.
The flames that thing used to spit out.
It was nuts.
They
it
were
was mental,
immense.
mate. Yeah, it was mental. Yeah, I'll show you some photos and videos after, but it was absolutely madness. The flames that used to come out of it were ridiculous, mate.
Wicked.
But I've done quite a lot to that car. That was a good looking car. That one had all the Night Racer carbon all over it. Lowered it. Had a set of wheels made for it. Set 21s for it, which was slightly bigger than people would normally put on.
Yeah.
And then I went to Litchfield and they put on their LM20 kit, which is like they cut apart the bumper out and they add some more carbon in and what have you. So when it was all put together, it just looked pretty savage, to be fair. And it was a prestige one, so it had all the full extra leather and what have you. And so it was all black interior without the red Recaro and all that lot.
Yeah.
But that was a good car. Again, 4 seats, really quick. That was, I think, I can't remember now, 700 and something horsepower.
Nice.
Something like 750 was it or something? I don't know. But that was decent. That was decent. And again, did the big exhaust and that on it. And again, you kind of can't hear yourself thinking. You kind of think this is a day. No, there's a pattern, mate. Honestly, for me, it's like I'll get a Range Rover, then I'll buy something rowdy, then I'll get pissed off with it, and I'll go and buy another Range Rover, then I'll get bored and I'll go and So there is always like this. There's something Larry, then there's not. There's something because I think once it's in your blood, you can't.
Definitely.
You need to find that happy medium.
I'm
like
surprised you've gone. I'm surprised you've gone as long as you have without having a toy.
Oh, there's a scratch that needs. There's an itch that needs to be scratched. At some point, honestly.
What would you get?
It changes every day.
Honestly, it changes. At the minute, I've got a real thing for Gen 1 Audi R8s.
Yeah, nice.
But I only started that thing
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, 3-4 days ago.
Yeah.
Before then, I really wanted to live, and I've said this before on the podcast, I want to live what I had in the 90s. So either a Mark II XR2, Nova GSI, Escort RS Turbo, something like that.
Orion. That was wicked. You had a red Orion.
Yeah.
That was wicked.
I had a red Orion.
Did you see the one I sent you guys yesterday?
Yeah.
The Escort. 800 quid it was. It's like
Really?
1 point... That wasn't a GTI, was it?
No, it was a... Don't know what it was.
It was a 69, wasn't it? 69 gear, maybe. But
they're worth money, the
800 quid.
69s,
I'm
mate.
like, hold on a minute. That's
Something's wrong. Mate, you paid that for a window rubber. I paid 800 quid for 2 window rubbers for my 3-door.
Did you?
800 quid for 2 window rubbers, yeah. And when they came, they're all folded up in like... And I was like, they've got like a metal strip inside them. When you fold them, they've got a crease in them. And I was like, so big Lee Stevens, bless him, spent about a week just with pulling it all back together. Yeah.
So going back to I'm undecided.
Okay.
I generally don't know. My mind changes so much with what I want because I just think, the practical side of me thinks, will I actually use it? Because like Kirsty works weekends, I'm out travelling around in the week.
Yeah.
Will it just sit there and gather dust? Or do I need to make time to do it? But the honest answer is I don't know. I would need to have a budget sorted and then just look and see what's out there. Speak to you. What shall I buy?
Speak to Russ.
Yeah.
I'll end up with an E39 Beamer that doesn't work.
At least he's out of it.
But like we're buying Tegan a car in the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
And we're looking at little.
Mate, I've got a private plate for her if she wants it.
Have you?
Think about it. Tegan, what's
Wallace.
that? I've got I don't need my private plates. I've got quite a few private plates I need to get rid of. But one of them I've rolled around in, I had on the Bentayga was VIP TW.
Oh, wow.
Taylor Walsh, VIP TW.
She would love that.
We'll have a chat.
We'll talk off camera, yeah. We'll talk off camera.
Yeah, just thinking about it, because that would be a good one.
But we're looking at getting her a little Fiesta XT.
Nice. Yeah,
that
lovely.
2018, 2019 plate.
Will she get insured on that?
Yeah.
How old is she, though? She's
22.
Yeah, I'll say she's a bit older, isn't she?
So,
than first
putting
pass.
me and Mum as named drivers on it,
Yeah.
I was doing quotes of the week. In the week when we were chatting about it, it's coming out just over $1,000, which she's happy with.
She doesn't
That's
want a
all right.
Fiesta ST. Barry wants a Fiesta
No.
ST.
She actually said.
That's that
You've got
itch,
the drive on.
scratched.
But then I was thinking she's going to keep that a year, 18 months. She's going to earn more money.
And then there you
Then
go.
I have it off her.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
then I
say,
start
yeah.
creating a little track day car or
How much
something
do you
like
want for that £500 car, Tegan?
that.
See if she
no.
wants an Audi R8 Gen 1, that'll help you
Oh,
out.
I'd love her too. But the honest answer, mate, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It changes.
There's a lot of options out there,
Yeah.
isn't there? Let's be honest. For like the era that you're talking, there's
Yeah.
a lot of options out there that you can buy. If you
But-
get something that's going to like appreciate though, then actually it doesn't matter if you use it a lot or not, does it?
No, it doesn't. You're absolutely right.
It's more where you put it, isn't it? I think
Yeah.
that's where we come
Where you
to
keep
issue.
it.
Yeah.
But then I look at, we'll go to different car shows. Like we'll go to one in a couple of weeks. I thought I really want an American truck,
Yeah, they're cool.
a Chevy
Yeah,
C10
yeah.
or something. But then we'll go to Cafe in the Machine, and I want a Mitsubishi Pajero Evo, which I've got absolutely no use for it.
Yeah. It's quite bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really bad.
We'd be in trouble, wouldn't we, if we just had lots of land, lots of garages, and a lot of money?
Yeah, if
You'd
we just had-
you'd do hoarders,
We've
wouldn't we?
always
Yeah.
said if the Euros come in and you had hundreds of millions or something,
Yeah.
it'd be dangerous.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would be
If
like
it was big enough.
there wouldn't be. It would be like Jay Leno's garage. It really would.
You can see why he does it though. Fair play to him.
Yeah,
Like,
it would be. It would just be savage.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Back to you. You had your R8 then, didn't you? After your GTR, your yellow one.
I sold that and I bought another. I'm pretty sure I bought another Urban then, to be honest. Nissan GTR. I bought the SVR. So I bought the blue.
The blue one.
The
yeah.
blue one with all the exposed carbon on it. That was a wicked car. That was. I absolutely loved that car. Absolutely loved it, and I had it for about 3 months. A wicked car, and then Daniela asked to borrow it, and then I'm sure it's Daniela was driving. I'm going to blame
Never
it on her
got it
anyway.
back.
No. Well, I didn't know. She ended up having it. Yeah. And at our offices, we've got these yellow bollards. They lie down, whatever. But if you lift them up, you can put them behind your car so no one can steal it, type thing. But they're stupid, mate. Like you put them down, but if you drive over them at the wrong angle, it flips up. And Daniela drove the car, reversed out at an angle, and it caught the bollard, flipped it up, and it cracked the carbon front bumper.
Oh no!
And I literally lost love for it that day, which is it's a daft thing, but it pissed me off so much. I was like, and I couldn't unsee it. And no one else ever noticed it, I don't think, but I could not unsee it, mate. And that for me was like, fuck, done. So I literally said to her, right, I'm getting rid of your car. You can have that. That's our family car now.
Yeah.
And I went and bought a yellow R8 Spider.
Yeah.
And we just had those two cars, which was a great two-car garage for us at home. But I had the use of both of them, although she would never drive the R8 or anything. She hates low-down cars. So she would never
Is that
drive
why you lower
them.
everything?
That's why I lower everything, yeah. That's why I lower everything, yeah. You want to drive that, yeah. So we had the blue SVR Urban, and that was one of their flagship kind of like, it was the Estral, is it Estral Blue they call it? Yeah. With all the exposed carbon, that lot, it was the bollocks of a looking car. And in fact, the only thing it didn't have was the carbon seat backs.
Okay.
And at Urban, they did a thing for me actually where they got me a set of carbon seat backs as a gift, and they put my Taylor Walsh logo on the back of it.
Oh,
Then they lacquered them all
amazing.
up and everything. But it took a while for them to get it done. And then when they said to me, "Oh, they're here, they're ready for you," that's when we sold the car.
Right.
So if you go into Urban now, HQ, you go in there, they've got all their wheels on display and all the rest of it, and
that's
they've got
right,
carbon
They've got
seat
your
backs.
seat
They've got the
backs.
Taylor Walsh logo on it.
Have they?
Yeah. Which is
Brilliant.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Really cool.
So if we ever get another SVR, we'll just get the seat backs. We've got the seat backs covered. Yeah. So we got that. Daniela had that on, but we got rid of that after a year, I think, if that, because she hated going to the petrol station. every 3 days it was 130 quid.
Was
like
it?
every 3 days.
Wow.
Because she's just doing a school run, whatever, then into the office, then going off again, doing whatever she's going to get done, and then school run, and then home again, whatever. It was literally 130 quid every 3 days.
Good God.
And we moan about putting what we put in.
Yeah. So it used to do. I remember when I first got it, I did a story on my Instagram, and it was like 7 miles per gallon. 7 miles per gallon I was getting in it. The first few days I had it. Yeah, 7 or 8. It might have been 8 actually. 8 miles.
That makes all the difference, that one.
Yeah. But for me, I don't think it didn't really bother me. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But you know what? That's why I love Dubai so much. You don't even have to worry about it. You just drive it, and then you've got the Cafu app. They come to your house or wherever you are, and they just fill up. So you just
I've seen that.
What, like a nice green van?
Yeah.
With petrol?
Yeah, it's the same price.
You order it and they come to you, fill your car up.
You've got an app. It's like an app. You just go on it, and it's got your location, whatever.
How
So
cool is that?
when you stop the car, even if you're going to the mall shopping or something, you stop the car. If you just leave your fuel cap open, lock your car, you just hit the Cafu thing, pinpoint here, put your reg plate in. They come, they fill it up for you, close your petrol cap, done. They just deduct
Genius.
they just deduct the money. So, and it's exactly the same price as the fuel station.
Is it?
So it's not like you've got to go to the petrol station all the time. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're at work or you're shopping or you're at home, they just come to the house. They can wash your car as well. So you can have it washed, filled up with fuel and that lot, and it's just done. It's just convenience, mate. It's just on another level.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had those two cars. The R8 was cool. The Gen 2 R8 was cool. That was really good. That's Spider, and again, it's I had that lowered straight away. Too much.
So she can't drive it.
Too much. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think the problem was I put a set of 21s or 21s on that. A set of Vossens. Looked really cool. Had all the silver made black everywhere and what have you. Dave the trimmer did the full interior for me on that one as well. So all Alcantara with the yellow diamond stitch and what have you, and the matching Alcantara steering wheel, gear knob, all the rest of it. And then I bought a lowering kit. Deutsche Tech sorted it for me, but the lowering kit that we ordered, well, they ordered it for me, but the lowering kit they ordered, they sent the wrong one, and it was for a different gen or something, or it was for a different model. I think it was for the coupe, not the convertible. So when they put it on, it all went on fine and all the rest of it, but it sat like this far off the floor.
Did it?
Literally like this far off the floor, yeah. And I loved it. So I drove off in it and what have you, and it just became a problem like pretty quick. And they were like, yeah, this is definitely the wrong setup. So they contacted, I can't remember who it was now. I think it was H&R or something, and H&R sent the right one and they changed it all up for us. Put that on. It was a little bit higher, but it was still low. And that was a great car. I had no problems with that car. It was good. I got very bored of it very quick though. Like very bored of it very quick. Having just 2 seats actually became it pissed me off a little bit after, very quickly. It was always like Daniela, like we'll go out for dinner or something, or we'll grab Taylor from my mum's house if she was having a sleepover at mum's or something, we'll pick Taylor, and it was always like, well, we can't take your car. Or we'll go to London. And I was like, yeah, we're going to London for the night out. That's cool. So again, Taylor's having a sleepover at mum's. Well, we can't get to my mum's to drop her off and then go to London. So it's like, what do we do? Do we just take 2 cars and leave one at my mum's? And so we ended up just using the Range Rover for everything. So again, the R8, a good daily, but again, I used to get stuck on people's driveways. I went to a house that was like £2.5 million, right? They've got a gravel driveway, so you it goes up slightly then down. Big entrance, big centre, fountain, whatever you drive in. Met them, got on really well with them, all the rest of it. As I drove out, being respectful, because again, exhaust was quite loud, all the rest of it. Driving out up their thing, and because I was going quite slow, trying to be respectful and not noisy, because I was only going slow, I had no momentum. It hit that arch and just rocked, just stopped.
Oh no!
No wheels on the floor, just sitting. I was thinking like, what do I do? They're standing there looking at me now. I've got no drive. They had to help push it off, but it damaged the side seals.
Yeah.
Where the side seals are, it creased them and damaged them. So I had to go and get Robert VCR repainted it all for me. I had to bend them all back out again and repaint it. Yeah, that was funny though. Having these 65-year-old, 75-year-old people trying to help me push this bloody car off their driveway. That was embarrassing. But yeah, so for me that was kind of like, and that's when they rung me about the Bentayga. Like a week later, they rung me about the Bentayga and said, we've got this come back in. And they just did a deal for me straight away and said, look, we'll take that off you. We've got someone that's interested in it already. And here's the Bentayga. And that was a wicked car. And I'd still have that car now if they didn't bring out the next generation. Because as soon as they brought that next generation out, I knew what was going to happen. The prices were just going to... Yeah. And I think I paid $149 for that Bentayga. And it was a stunning car. Was it $139 I think I paid for that Bentayga. And the new one came out. And I thought, I know what's going to happen. It's going to hemorrhage money quickly. So I spoke to my mate Matt, who works at ATP Cars, and I said to him, if you know anybody that wants the car, kind of let me know, because I think it's about to hemorrhage money, and I could do with getting out of it. He said, what do you want for it? I said, well, I think it was $139 I paid for it, just shy of $140. I said, I paid $140 for it. If I can get the money back, I'll be happy. If I can get close to it, then we'll talk about it, type thing. Thinking I'm probably going to get $125 for it or something. he was like, all right, I've got some pictures off your Instagram, whatever. I'll keep an eye on it. We'll book it in for a photo shoot in a week's time or so. And I was like, okay, no worries. About 4 days later, he rang me and said, mate, I've just had this young lad walk into the showroom, like literally dripped in like Gucci or something. Like he's like 18-year-old. All his mates have got G-Wagons. He wants something a bit different. I've just shown him photos of your car. He wants it. He's got like a duffel bag of money for a deposit. He said, I've told him I can't take it, but if he wants to transfer as a deposit, then we can make the deal happen. And he was like, can I come and get your car? And I was like, yeah, you can do. He said, right, the guy's coming back tomorrow. So he came and picked my car up, took it back there. The guy looked at it and said, yeah, I'll have it. So I literally just took the number plate off it straight away. Wow. And then, 2 days later, the kid picked it up from him. And that was the Bentayga gone. But that was really good because he paid me what I bought it for.
Yeah.
He paid 140 for it, I think. And then I remember 4 or 5 months later, they were struggling to sell for 90 grand.
Wow.
Like 95k.
You're clever then, doing
yeah,
that.
It was like 90k. There was exactly the same spec black one online for like 89,995 or so, and it was online for a while. Yeah. Same sort of miles, Jesus. Everything. Yeah. But I knew it was gonna happen. If that hadn't happened, I'd have kept that because it was literally just driving around in an armchair that looked aggressive and it sounded great. Again, Deutschland did the exhaust and everything on it. It's the same engine as the RS6, so it sounds good. It went like shit off a shovel for what it was, big heavy car, but it just looked amazing. Big carbon bumpers and massive wheels on it, 24s and that. It was just a wicked car. Hot cold seats as you expect in new cars now, but it was decent. It was a really good car. But yeah, that's again good car, but it's not about losing 40, 50k overnight. You just can't do it, can you? And then what did I get after that? That's when I bought the 911 Turbo.
Yeah.
That's when I bought the 911 Turbo. Yeah.
So we're up to date. Yeah. And then we've still got another URBAN Range Rover, which I came today in. So again, Daniela uses it. So we're down to one car in the household now, which has never happened. Is that going to Dubai or is that going to get...
No, we'll just leave it here. We'll park it up here. Probably where I had the 3-door stored, actually.
Okay.
I'll probably park it up there because they put it on triple chargers, leave it going. Right. So whenever I'm back in the UK, because I'll still be coming back to see the team at the office and what have you, and I can just literally go straight there, get the car, and I'll have something to run around in. And it's not worth selling it, if I'm honest. I think we paid 85 grand for it or something, and if we sold it now, we'd probably get 40 for it.
I'd love to know how much you spent on cars over the few years you've been buying cars.
I'd hate to think, yeah. So I haven't lost a lot on many of them, though. The only one I've really lost money on, I think, is probably the 3-door Cosworth. And because this Range Rover, if we sold it.
Because you went the way you did with getting it rebuilt.
I spent too much on it, if I'm honest. Yeah. I spent too much on it.
So that was a 3-door, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it got done to RS 500 spec.
Yeah. So I found that on... I was looking for like a... I was looking for a 3-door Cosy or an Escort Cosy for a while and trying to work out what I wanted to get and things like that. And everything I saw always looked a bit ropey and what have you and wasn't quite right or had a shitty history or something. And I wasn't really looking too much at the time. And I remember it was Christmas around... It was the year before COVID. Mm-hmm. So I remember looking online and on eBay one came up. Sierra Cosworth came up, looked great. And I was like, that looks decent. So I had a chat with the guy that owned it. And it was basically, he bought it as a 1.6 Sierra. So it had the 1.6 engine in it, and he'd basically put a standard Sierra Cosworth body kit on it. But the shell was immaculate, so which is why he bought it, because all the other Cosworths I looked at, the shells are crap, if I'm honest, and they're all rotten and things like that. Yeah. But this shell was like new. It had very low miles on it as a standard car. Had been looked after really well, and he just started basically butchering it a little bit. And I spoke to him and said, how much do you want for it? And I think it was like 12 grand or 13 grand or something, which for me was just a shell. It had the 1.6 engine in it. And it was in London, so I was like, okay, I'll put a bid on it. He didn't want to sell it off eBay. He said no, because I offered him, I think, 13.5 grand for it. I said, I'll pay you 13.5 grand now, just take it off. And he said, no, I want the listing to run. And I think I won it for like 12,400 or something. So it was a result for me, yeah. So I won it the next day, and then I went and picked it up, drove it home, and everyone was like, he's bought a Cosy. And I was thinking, it's not, it's got 1.6 engine in it, but it was just a mint shell. Yeah. But it didn't bother me because all the RS 500s I looked at, that were like, at the time, they were like 90 grand, 80 grand, 90 grand. And I'd never be happy with the look of it as a standard car. Again, you want to do bits to it, but it'd be sacrilege to buy a genuine 500.
Start hacking into
and then start hacking about it.
Because you want something that's 400 horsepower, you want something that's got bigger wheels on it, you want to lower it a bit and stuff. But as soon as you do that to a genuine 500, and you take it out and it starts raining or something, you can't enjoy it. No. You can't. For me, it loses all the fun in it. It's pointless. So I was like, you know what? I'll build the car that I want. I love the look of the 500. They've got the better front bumpers, more aggressive. They've got the better wing on the back and the extra little one. So I was like, you know what, I'll do that. And then, again, the interiors are so dated in them. I like the interiors, but I knew I wanted to Alcantara it, the whole thing. And if I did that to a genuine 500 again, you'd get shot.
Criminal,
it's criminal, yeah. So I thought this is a good thing. I can build what I want. Problem with doing that is you hemorrhage so much money. I would have been better off buying a genuine 500 if I'm honest, and then just fucking butchering it, and then just saying someone have it for cheaper. And I still would have probably lost the same amount of money. Yeah, but yeah, it became a bit of a money pit because it was such a clean shell, and it had the new, it had the standard Sierra Cosworth kit on it, genuine kit. It didn't have the right sunroof in it. The guy, I had like someone had put a sunroof in it, but it wasn't the right one. It was like, you know, you get the old caravans with the old click thing.
Yeah.
It was horrendous, mate. Yeah, like a white seal, like an old refrigerator. It was terrible, mate. Bought that, took it straight to Smart and said, "Can you change this?" And he said, "I can't just change it. We need to cut the roof off it, and then replace it with a genuine roof." I was like, "Okay, let's do that." So they literally cut the roof off of it, put the new one on, and he was like, "We can't match the paint. We can't match the paint. You have to paint the whole thing." But I can't fit it in probably for another year because I'm so built up. So I rang a friend of mine, Matt and Gary at Pennins in Milton Keynes. So they were like, "Yeah, bring it here. We'll have a look at it. We should be able to match it in." 2 days later, they get the car. "Yeah, we can't match it in, mate. We need to bare metal restoration it, really, if you want to do it properly." So I was like, "Okay." So it's gone from being this is a really nice shell to I may as well have bought a genuine one. To be honest, that was rotten, and they would have just fixed that up. So yeah, they had it there for about 6 months, and they did do a full bare metal restoration. And then I got the RS 500 kit for it. But then it was like, oh, you might as well change the inner arches. You might as well change the rear arches. You might as well change. So it just became like a bit of a money pit then, and it was on and on. And it was like, well, I've done all of that. If we put it back together, don't put old bolts in it. Let's buy brand new ones. And if you're putting that in, we might as well try and find the best one we can. So it then became like a hunt for the best stuff.
Yeah.
And they're just parts you just can't find. Like silly things like I mentioned about the rear window rubbers. Trying to find them, mate. It took over a year to find a set of window rubbers, like genuine window rubbers, and I paid 800 quid for them. And they came in like some cardboard that all folded up, and it was like, oh my god. But it was just absolutely mental. But I wanted the best of the best bits you can get for it, and because I didn't need it here at the time. It was just, it doesn't matter when it's done. Let's just keep doing it. And when you're spending the odd grand here and there and stuff like that, you don't really notice it. But I kept a tally up of everything I bought for it. Wow. And when you look at that now, you think, oh my God.
It must be something where you think like fuel tank straps.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Even just a little bolts. You just can't imagine.
So we had, because I knew I wanted the Compomotive gold wheels on it.
Yeah.
So when we were doing it, Lee said to me, hey, why don't we paint your petrol tank the same colour, Compomotive gold, and then all the little roll bars and stuff, we'll do them black with gold hinges and things and that lot, and the bolts will anodise them all gold and everything. So when you look underneath it, it was pure white with gold and black accents everywhere. But it was cool because when you're behind it, you see the gold fuel tank with the two black straps, and then as you come around the side, you see the gold wheels with the black tyres, and it all kind of matched in. All little touches like that people wouldn't know unless you kind of got down and looked at it. So we've done everything on it.
Nice.
Under the bonnet was the same, all black and gold, billet aluminium, rocker cover and stuff, and it was just all done exactly as I wanted it. Yeah. And then I drove it and I thought, oh my God.
just an old Sierra.
So slow. Yeah. Because when it was built, it was a 200 block. It was built well. It had the T34 turbo on it. And it was okay, but it wasn't, you get the little turbo and then it kicks in and you kind of think, oh my God, we used to think these were so quick back in the day. Yeah. But again, I just drove to it in the Porsche, which is just instant power and it's just an animal. And I drove it and I was thinking, it's never going to be quick. It's never going to be a fast car to today's standards.
Yeah.
But you got a smile that you can't get in these other cars. Yeah. And everywhere I went in it, like petrol stations or anything, if you're on a quick journey, don't take it. Because you go to a petrol station and you just get people like,
Richie said that, didn't he?
What's this? What's that? Yeah. You can't go in. I couldn't go anywhere in it. People, can I get a photo? Can I sit in it? Can I do, and it was quality for that kind of thing. If you like the attention and you got time to stand around talking to people, it was brilliant for that. For that. But then you always get the idiot online like, oh, it's got private plate on it, A9 cars. That's a 1.6. Okay, it's a 1.6, mate. Yeah,
haters are going to hate.
You just kind of like, you just kind of like, But then in the reality, it's people like Richie and like myself and anyone that's got these cars that actually do modify and make them like 400, 500, 600 horsepower, whatever. And you get the videos online of them going sideways and doing bits and pieces. That's what gives them the clout and the energy that they've got behind them now. Because if you kept them at 200 odd brake horsepower, it would just be a car of a welltail on the back. That looks pretty cool, but actually... Yeah,
getting overtaken by a Fiesta or...
Tegan's ST is going to be quicker. That's the reality of it. So, yeah, it's... good times, mate. Hemorrhage money on cars. That's why I asked what car you're going to go for. I was waiting for you to say, like, an older Ryan again or something. And say, that's cool, mate. You'll buy them for $6,000, but you'll spend another 30 on it. That's
the whole thing. My immature little head will just go, buy that, and not worry about the consequences, like I've done with most cars in my life. But then Kirsty will go... She's the frugal one out of us two. and she'll be like, well, what about this and this and this,
Yeah.
and she'll talk me sensible. Let's put it that way. When my little brain just goes, do that, she'll talk me sensible.
Yeah,
Again, back the honest answer, I don't know. I don't know when it's going to happen.
Just don't leave it till it's too late.
Oh, why, mate?
It's fun, isn't it? At the end of the day, that's all it is. It's a bit of fun.
Like you
And
say
it's
about
memories.
finding parts and things, even that it's enjoyable, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just think if I see the right car at the right price,
Yeah.
and I think that'll happen. But until then, Matt, I couldn't answer it.
Gen 1 R8 manual, one of the last ones they did. I think they're going to go only one way now. To be honest, I think they've lost so much money.
They've lost their money.
I don't think they can lose much more. I don't think they can lose much more, mate. And if it is a Gen 1 and it's manual, I think you'll do all right one of them.
We'll see.
See one then.
I will. I would do.
So, I think you covered all your cars, haven't you?
Pretty much, yeah.
So, when you go to Dubai, what car are you going to buy?
Yeah, so this is our what's next.
Yeah,
This
okay.
is our what's next question.
I think Daniela will probably end up with a Range Rover again because it's home from home for her, something like that, maybe, or a Porsche Cayenne if we can get something like that for her. I actually have been looking more and more and more at the Maserati MC20.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Because they're almost like they look hypercarish, but they are just a supercar. And actually, they're not exciting engine really, V6 compared to what they probably should have a V8 or V10 in them or something really. But they're just cool. Doors go up. They look really cool, and no one else really has them. I think they're just unspoken. People don't really. They were too much money from new.
Oh,
That's the problem.
they were hideously expensive.
200 odd grand, and for 200 odd grand, you could buy a lot of car for that.
Yeah.
And people just haven't bought them. But now they've come down in price. I just think there are a lot of cars. Because again, when you look at how much they are now, they're about 140 grand. I've looked in Dubai and they're about 140k. 140k, I can buy that, or I can buy like a Huracan maybe or something. But the technology in the MC20 is a lot newer. The car's a lot newer. The car's 4 years newer than the Huracan will be. So you've got all of the Apple Play in it and all CarPlay and all that's in it as standard. And it's a reliable car still, all the rest of it. And I can make it look cool. I'll just air ride it probably in a set of big wheels and just put my branding on the side of it or something. Again, bit of a talking point.
And dare I say it, would a Huracan be
I think
common?
Yeah, a
in
lot of
Dubai?
people
would, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But DMO's got his out there. He's got his UK spec one out there. Murty's just bought a GCC spec, like one from the UAE. There's quite a lot of them out there. You kind of expect to see them.
Yeah.
Where the Maserati, the MC20, I don't think people know what they are.
No.
So it's kind of a bit more of like a double take. Kind of like, what is that? And I think one of them in a nice colour or something, I think that's on the card, something like that. But then I keep looking at other things as well, thinking, again, I know what will happen. I'll buy it and it'll be inconvenient. I'll have people come over saying, Jamie, can you go and show me this or show me that? And I won't be able to get my friends in that, innit? So I'll be saying, Danielle, can I take your car? And she'll go, what am I going to use? You know, so I am in two minds whether that's going to be what I do straight away or if I buy something else. And again, I've been looking at maybe not one of those and go for a Urus. I really like the Lamborghini Urus. And that kind of ticks all the boxes. So that's on the cards maybe as well, maybe a Lamborghini Urus. And again, put like a 1016 wide body kit on it or something, or even an Urban. Speak to Simon and say, can you get an Urban kit out there for us?
Yeah.
Because they look amazing with the Urban kits as well, just with the exposed carbon. Nice set of Ossens on it. So something like that maybe. But then last night, a friend of mine came around last night and we were looking online. And have you seen those new cars, the Chinese car, Rocks? It's going to sound so this complete other end of the spectrum, but it looks like a Range Rover, a Land Rover Defender. It looks like a Defender. It's called Rocks, R-O-X.
I mean, there's been so many Chinese brands that have come out in the last 18 months, 2 years.
I'm telling you now, this car is slept on. It's the most, like, I'm thinking just buy one of them anyway, because actually when you see it, it looks like a Defender on steroids. Like, outside of it looks...
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a great example, but yeah. But have a look inside. Like the outside looks like a Defender, right? And there's a company out there that sell kits from now, so you get like the ladder on one side and you get like the box on the other side.
Okay.
And they do like carbon bonnet for it and stuff like that, so you can make it look cool. Put a set of big wheels on it. But inside, mate, is another level. You go inside and it's all like Hermes orange, or you can have black, or you can have white, or grey. I think interiors they offer, but it's standard like interior. But they've got like. Yeah, it's like like first class jet. Like the front seats, the back seats, and the third set as well. Like the passengers, when you get in, you kind of go into like first class airplane. You go in, you've got like the armrests here, whatever. It's the same thing. You've got cup holders, you've got hot cold seats, massage seats. They recline so you can lie back. You've got like I think it's an 18 or 22 inch screen comes down. So when you're driving, you've got all of these luxuries and full glass kind of dash and what have you.
Is it electric?
It's electric, but it's also got an engine as well. It's got 1.5
I watched the
turbo.
video on it. Yeah, that's
It's
right.
got a 1.5 turbo engine, so it does like 1,200 miles or kilometres. 1,200 kilometres before you need to charge or put petrol in it.
It's what I said on the podcast the other day. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm not a massive fan of electric, if I'm honest. But like when you look at that for picking up clients or whatever, or even getting drove around in, if you've got like like a team member or a member of staff that can take you to meet a client, you can sit in the back with them on the TV with YouTube on, watching content.
It would be quiet luxury without being ostentatious.
Exactly. Because that kind of thing, even when you buy a Cullinan or something, they've got that kind of level of opulence. I mean, Cullinan's better, let's be honest, like 100 times. But actually, for that brand new, that fully loaded with every optional extra is like under 30k.
Is it?
Under 30 grand. Yeah. And it's kind of like, hang on a minute, like that's normally a deposit for like a Bentayga or something. You know, that's the reality. You buy that for 30k, and it doesn't matter if you just keep it. You can give it to a driver or something and let them have it to go and pick clients up, take them to meet you somewhere and things like that. And you get put in the back of that, and it's got electric everything. It's got on the key fob as well, and on your app on your phone. Like, you know, when you park in a car park and it's a bit tight to get in and out. You just hit the button and push forward, and it drives out and opens the doors for you. It's got the voice things. You say like, "Hey, Rox, put the windows down," and the windows go down. I was watching it it was only last night, so I'll probably in 2 days' time think, "Fuck that, I ain't buying that." But right now, as it stands, if I was there, I'm dangerous. I'd probably go, "Yeah, I want that one. I want this one." And again, they've got them ready to buy and deliver in like 2 weeks' time.
Wow.
But again, I think they're going to get really busy over there.
Yeah.
They're not in the UK. But again, that's one of my rants, actually, is that the UK doesn't have a lot of the best cars.
No.
Like the Nissan Patrols, I love the Nismo. Like, if they had the Nissan Patrol Nismo here in the UK, I would never buy another Range Rover Sport again.
Really?
Because they're just... It's almost like they've got the aggression of the Bentayga with the kit on. They're a bit more wide and what have you. Daniela hates them. She thinks they're ugly.
Yeah.
But they're just cool. They're 4-litre twin turbo. They go well. They sound good. They've got all the toys inside, like the autobiography has. They've got like the fridge in it and everything, and 7 seats are standard. They're just a really cool car. A really cool car. But we don't have anything like that here.
No.
Even like the Lexus. They've got Lexus, obviously, in the UK. But they don't sell the 570 or the 600.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Again, they're proper Range Rover comparisons, and I think more people would buy those.
Yeah.
They don't sell them here.
No.
They don't sell them here.
So the honest answer to what's next is you don't know. There's several options.
There's
What
quite a
is
few
the
options.
process of like buying a car when you go out there? Is there like garages and stuff like that? Or is it all online?
Yeah, pretty much the same as here.
Is
Yeah,
it?
you've got loads of
Alright.
showrooms, loads of dealerships. You've got like De Bizzle is a good place. So De Bizzle is a bit like Auto Trader in my thing, but they do houses and cars and properties and things as well. So that's good to have a look on because it gives you an idea of what's about and things like that. I've also looked at the G wagons out there.
Yeah.
They do a lot of Brabus G wagons, but again, I think you've got to be careful with the
I bet there are
Brabus
like
G wagons.
Focuses out there, aren't they?
Yeah,
Just
they're
everyone's got one.
everywhere, mate. Yeah, everywhere. But the other thing I'm actually looking at as well, after just saying I hate electric, is a friend of ours that we met in Dubai. Actually, he's there now. He's got a Cybertruck.
Okay.
And it's such a cool car, mate. But it's like having a Sierra Cosworth again. The attention it gets.
Yeah.
Because again, you expect to see loads over there, but you don't really. You compared
Are
to everything else.
they allowed over there?
Yeah. There's loads out over there like for sale, and you see them occasionally driving around and stuff, but not that much. But they are such a cool car when you see them. The presence of one, and like every time I go to my friend's restaurant, there's always like supercars outside there everywhere. You'd always get like a friend of his has got a Cybertruck. The Cybertruck pulls up. Everyone flocks to that.
Yeah.
And he's got his branding on the side of it. And he's gone viral because of just having that Cybertruck and his brand down the side of it. And now he's got, extra business, more followers, things like that. And it's just a cool thing to have. But again, it's like you move into a country where the fuel's cheap and you go and buy an electric car.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't, that for me is just a bit like, and you get the range, I get range anxiety. When we had the e-tron, I hated it. Like I remember going to Lincoln in it, like I had my office in Lincoln as well. And normally I'll get there and back in like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I mean, like 9-hour trip it took me because everything I got to was closed, didn't work. So I had to try and find another one. And it was a slow one, so I'd have to go and sit in a pub or something and have like a portion of chips and like a drink or something, just to sit there for like an hour and a half to get enough charging it to get to the next place, and then, which is a Tesco's, and you got a queue of 3 people waiting to do it, and they're going off shopping, coming out. Then the next person's doing that, then they're going shopping. I'm thinking like, this is for me. It's just not. Just not the one. So again, and they're not really geared up for charging over there. Like you'd have to have a charger at home, which again is not a problem. But like they're not geared up for it still for that, and not many people out there go the electric because obviously there's no point. The fuel's so cheap. Like whenever I fill the patrols up out there, I always get I use the same hire company every time, and they give me a Nismo Patrol. It's got like the star like roof line and all that lot in it, big wheels on it and things. They always give me the same car. And when I go to the fuel station there, you literally pull up, and you don't get out of the car or anything. You just leave it running. The guys, the attendants there, they just fill it up for you, and you just tap and pay and go. Different experience again, but like to fill that car up, it cost me £21.
Really?
Fill it up. Same size petrol tank as the SVR, so it would have been 120 quid, 130 quid. £21. I was £28, I think, last time we were there, because it just went up slightly.
Jesus.
£28 to fill it up.
That's mad.
Yeah, 28 quid to fill it up.
Just
Which is
shows
why
how
you
much
kind of think,
tax we
like,
get put.
you know, having an electric car there is kind of pointless.
Yeah.
You know, when the fuel's so cheap. Yeah, 28 quid.
Yeah, the comparison between your
it's more
charging
expensive for
time-
water. It's more expensive for water per litre. If you go and buy a bottle of water and a litre of petrol,
That's mad. It's more expensive.
the water's
than
more
water.
expensive. Yeah.
That is
That's
insane.
nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy, mate. Yeah.
Wow.
Right, so we're going to ask you now, when you've made it in Dubai, which
This
we
is the
have
second question, isn't it?
third.
Yeah, no, just finish the question.
Yeah, we are. It's brilliant. But he's answering questions as we go along as well
okay,
in
right.
his chat. So we know about his would he buy electric?
Yeah.
What's your 5-car dream garage? Money, no object.
5-car dream garage. I think you've got to have a Bugatti Chiron in there. They're just incredible. It's a tough one, really, because when you've had a lot of good cars, you tick the box off for some of them, which would be a lot of people's dream cars, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's like the W1. Have you seen the McLaren W1?
Yeah.
That would have to be in there as well. Ferrari F40.
Yeah.
You've got to have, again,
Yeah.
it's that poster of, having one. Again, to drive one, it probably isn't great, but actually to have it in your garage, incredible.
Well, that's 3 you've named immediately, mate.
What else would we have? Is this like a garage that you'd have and you'd daily them as well and things like that?
It's yours. It's yours, mate. It's whatever you want to do.
It's tricky, isn't it? Because a lot of it's not money orientated. It's just like to have your 5 cars. I think I'd have to have a McLaren P1 as well. I think that's probably my ultimate dream car. But then if someone said money's no object, you'd probably buy a W1 or a Bugatti, to be fair. But actually the P1 is definitely in there as well. And then probably something like, again, a Urus with like an urban kit on it or something. I think, again, just as a general car, you can't go wrong with one. I don't think you can go. I've not had one before. But again, it's that scratch that needs itching, I think, with the Urus. I think it's just, they tick a lot of boxes. And everyone that's got one always says it's the best car. Like, look at like DMO, look at like, even Yanni on his YouTube will say like, it's just a great all-round car.
Yeah.
The people that have got them and actually use them, they're just great cars. And I think they look quality. So I think that would probably be my... Yeah, F40, Chiron, P1,
W1,
W1,
and an Urus.
and an Urus. I think
That's a pretty sexy looking garage.
I think that would be the thing. Yeah,
That'd
and again,
be one.
old school cars. And the F40, I suppose, is the old school car, isn't it? But yeah, that would be it. And I think Escort Cosworth is the itch I haven't scratched yet as well. Like, I'd like a nice Escort Cosworth. I know I'd ruin it though.
Yeah.
Lowered on 21-inch bottoms or something.
yeah.
Again, you're probably better off going down the route of getting a 1.6 and turning it into what you want, wouldn't you? Because you wouldn't want to. But then you go down that money pit again, don't you?
I wouldn't do it. I just have to buy one now. That's half decent. Yeah. And then just change the wheels on it and set of 18-inch replica wheels that they do.
Yeah. The
Set of
bigger
18s
version,
on it and just lower it a little bit and then just make it sexy. Yeah, 400 horsepower, sweet spot. Or you can do more in them, I guess, because they're four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
The problem I had with 3-door as well is you always got that
wheel-to-drive.
worry of like, oh my
A
god,
bit twitchy.
which is good fun. It was great fun, but yeah, to have the four-wheel drive, I prefer four-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive. Not many people will say that they like being dangerous, but for me, I like being safe as well. And myself personally, I'm better.
Would
in
you
a
change the
four-wheel
steering
drive
wheel then, rather than that little bit of sponge on the steering wheel?
That's why I put Alcantara on it. It's slightly thicker. No one realises. Yeah, because that's where your head's hitting, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So where did your love of cars come from? Seeing I've known you virtually all your life. Where did it come
Playing
from?
micro machines when he nearly
Playing
got
micro machines.
What a
to
police
get
cylinder.
out of the police,
Yeah, what a police cylinder. Yeah. I think it's probably stems from just being when I was younger. My dad used to like cars, so he had a Lotus Esprit
Yep.
when I was
nice.
probably 5, 6, something like that. Had like the old car phone in it and things like that. And I remember loving that car and then being out and about.
What's it, 10?
Mate, if you come over to Dubai, I'll have to take you. I'll have to get you go out in DMO's Nissan Patrol.
Oh, really?
Never experienced
Beast.
anything like it.
Is it?
Yeah. Never experienced anything like it. The fucking thing is just incredible. It's 3,000 horsepower.
Wow.
In a Nissan, in a Nissan Patrol, yeah.
Really?
I thought he was joking when he said it's 3,000 horsepower, but mate, like if you,
So are they the Skyline engines?
I don't even know. It's got like this turbo, and it's like, mate. If you haven't seen it already, go and have a look on his like YouTube or his Instagram or whatever.
yeah.
He's a character.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a real character.
Yeah. He's got like his Huracan's 3,000 horsepower as well, and he's
I
got
didn't think that was a thing. I
Urus.
thought it
He's
was
got two
like,
Uruses.
Well, there's a Fast and Furious joke.
Yeah, no, I didn't either, mate. But actually, when you look at what they've done to him and when they race him over there, like he took me out in his car, mate, and I've been in a lot of quick cars. It felt like my 911, for instance, would have been standing still.
Really?
Yeah, mate. There's no.
I've never heard of it.
The way it moves is just.
There's a company in America called Underground Racing, and they take R8 V10s, Hurricanes, anything with that V10 engine, stick two turbos on it, and you can get 3,000-4,000 horsepower out of them.
Oh my god,
mate! I just thought he was joking at first, but when I went out in it, it's like a Windows screensaver. You know, everything just kind of comes at you. Like, you can't focus. Fuck, it's ridiculous, man.
Oh wow. What is it like? The roads out there? Is there speed cameras and there is.
Yeah. But they're like, you go on the M1 after being in Dubai. I was there last summer for 3 months really, and you come back and the M1 feels like a back road. It's
really?
like 3-4 lanes.
Yeah.
They've got like their roads out there like 7 lanes wide, either side. Do you know what I mean?
What's the speed limit?
It's most of it's like 80 to 100 kilometers.
Oh,
so 120 kilometers, 100 to 120 kilometers, a lot of it, and then 80 kilometers, a lot of it as well. Yeah.
Okay.
But the major roads have all got like the flashing speed camera things now. But again, the way they operate out there, you don't get like over here. You get flashed and you think, oh, you wait 2 weeks and something comes through the post. Over there, you've got an RTA app. So I haven't got one yet because you've got to be a resident to have it. But everything's on your RTA app. So parking, you're in car insurance, everything's on there, and speeding and things like that. So you get flashed, literally.
It comes up immediately.
Yeah, you've been fined £20 or whatever, and you just double click it.
But you don't get points or nothing like that. Or you can.
You do, yeah. I don't understand it properly yet, but you get like black points, I think they call it, or something. And they do something like a black point free day or something. Where over there, someone was telling us about it. Where if no one has any accidents that day, they remove your black points.
Oh wow,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
that is very cool.
Imagine being the one person out of the accident. You'd be hated, wouldn't you?
I think they just fine you. And if you get caught doing like silly speed or something, you'll get warned and fined. If you get caught again, they'll just take your car off you and then impound it for 30 days. And you've got to pay like for the storage rights in there.
Yeah.
If you get caught again, you just don't get your car back.
Okay.
Is what I've been told. Yeah. So it's risky, I think. So, but there's a lot of people over there like D and what have you that have got silly cars and they race like flat out, but they know where to go. Like, a lot of the communities and what have you don't have those cameras and things in them, so they're like racetracks. But on the major roads, they'll still. I don't know. I just don't think they care, mate. They just do it and they get flashed, and it's just like.
I suppose money is an object.
Just pay it. Yeah. So that's probably where they earn all their money from. In oil, it's fucking car fines. Like, everyone's just got these cars, and they're just like bing, 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 bing. Yeah.
Are we recording again?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all done.
Oh, okay.
So we know where we was.
We did your 5-car garage.
Yeah, we did that.
So we did that. So I'm going to move swiftly on from that conversation. What's the fastest you've ever been in a car? Driver or passenger?
It's the fastest I've ever been in a car is DMO's Patrol. Fucking things, it makes a rocket. Like there's no other. You can't explain how. You think you've been in a quick car before. You haven't, mate. You go in this, it's another level. Like genuinely, I was scared. Like genuinely scared. If you get a chance, go on his YouTube and just watch it, or his Instagram or something, and watch it. The car's an animal.
Is that the one with the sequential gearbox as well?
Yeah, the whole thing like twists. He put like SVR seats in it and stuff, and it's incredible, mate. Like he's got a McLaren Senna as well, which is like I think that's like 1,500 horsepower now, and he's got like 3,000 horsepower Hurricane and what have you, and they're all the Hurricane again is an animal. I've not been in that like full chat, but the Patrol, because you don't expect it. It's like a house on wheels.
Yeah,
and it's just the noise, the sound, the Go and have a look at it, mate. Honestly, that's the quickest I've been in a car as a passenger. In my cars, I don't know. I remember it wasn't the A5, but imagine going down the A5 or a road like it. When you're doing like 185 mile an hour, it feels like a bit of spaghetti, mate. It's like this. When you're driving normally, it's just like a straight road almost in the A5. But mate, when you're doing like 185 mile an hour on a road like the A5, in say like a 911 turbo, then yeah, I'd reckon that's probably the quickest I've been in one of my own cars. Yeah.
Like
on a road like
that was a good answer.
Like the A5.
Do you know how fast you went in the Patrol?
No, mate. No, I think I was too busy praying. And to be fair, actually, it probably wasn't top end. It would have been just
acceleration.
Yeah. That's the quickest I've probably got. I think my organs, some of them are still back there. Like I can't explain it, mate. Like, I remember in the video, I did a video on my. I think I put it on my TikTok or my Instagram or something. I think it's on that guy Jamie one, and I put the video on there, and you can just tell from like the reaction was just like, holy fuck. I think everyone like beep, beep, beep all the way through this video I did, because it was just like, you can't explain it. When someone says like about a quick car, that's just another level. And you can see it breaks all the time, and that's because his parts, you just can't build something to do that. But over there, they're on another level, mate. Like what they do, like racing cars and stuff. Like that car there, that Nissan Patrol, which sounds weird to say it's the quickest car I've ever been in, but in
really
Nissan
does,
Patrol has to be the quickest thing I've ever experienced. Yeah.
Wow. Even like electric, because electric are stupidly quick off the mark as well, aren't they?
Yeah, electric are quick off the mark. Yeah, but even
that beats that.
I think unless you start going in things like Rimax or something like that.
Yeah. But if you watch what he's put on his socials in this, just for the patrols, like he goes to like the drag strip over there in Dubai, like they do like the evening strips, or whatever, and he'll go against like all these hypecars, supercars, things like that, and they're standing still. So he just sails past him, and he's just like screaming and shouting like "fuck you!" Like I'm in this. Do you know what I mean? But like actually, like when you look at how quick those cars are, their 0 to 60 is like 2 seconds or less. And he's just sailing past him in a Nissan Patrol. Do you know what I mean? Like
That's
the whole
impressive.
thing's just like moving around and like the noise of it and the sound of it and that lot. But that is just an animal. But he's not the only one with them over there. They build them over there and they race them over there a lot. So dare I say, there's quicker ones than his probably, and they're just it's fun for them. You know, that's what
the desert racing I've seen out there is just next level.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the guys racing down the like motorway, I suppose it is, and they start spinning, and then the two guys flip out of the car?
Oh, that's in Saudi Arabia, I think.
It?
Yeah.
Oh,
probably, yeah.
Jeez, that turned my stomach, that did. It's horrible. Yeah.
It's mental, isn't it? It is mental. But again, I guess it's just fun coupons for a lot of these guys. They do it and
fun coupons. I love that.
Mate, it is though. It is though. When you look at the level of what they do over there, when you just put in like the desert racing or like the Nissan Patrols and things like that, you don't expect it, but they go wild with them, mate. They go wild with them. And only saying about his one because I know him, and it's just I just couldn't believe it, mate. When he said, "I'll jump in this, I'll take you out," and I was like, "Okay," thinking it's 3,000. Is it 3,000 horsepower? And then it's like, okay. Then he's like, "Is it really going to be quick? I know how heavy these cars are." Then when you're in it, you think, "Holy fuck!" Like all four wheels spinning with slicks on, and it's just and the car kind of twists like this, and you
mental.
Yeah.
You're definitely going down that road, and when you get out there.
No, mate, that's like the money they spend on them is no joke.
Is it?
No joke. Yeah. I reckon he spent £500,000 on that. I reckon he spent £500,000 on it. With doing different engine and then another one. Yeah, I mean, I reckon it's got to be close to that. When you look at the price of the car to buy it, and then you look at what it costs to do it all, and yeah, I reckon they spend silly money. Yeah, silly money. Yeah,
It is boys and their toys, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we could, we would.
But I guess so. When you get a good following as well, and people are watching it online, I know YouTube and that, you know, you can monetize it, can't you?
Yeah.
I guess a lot of these guys and content creators and stuff, if you've got the audience and people actually want to see what you're doing, a lot of it is paid for by
Absolutely.
the audience.
That's Matt Armstrong. You know, built his channel.
Fair
on that,
play to
really.
him. Yeah, he's done so well. He's done so well. I don't know Matt, but I've met him before once. But you can't fault what he's doing.
No.
And he's interesting to watch. I actually enjoy all this stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's filmed well.
Yeah, I think if you do a good job, then you get the followers and just keep it exciting.
Absolutely.
That's where we're going wrong.
Keep it exciting, yeah. You need to come up with some of your like all your film studio stuff that you do. Yeah, get like some models walking past. Yeah.
So, what's your favourite movie car or TV car?
Wraith. Have you seen that?
Wraith.
The Wraith.
Oh.
What's that?
Go on.
To Google.
1980s film. You've not seen that? The Wraith.
Producer Criff. It rings a bell.
When you go home tonight, find it on YouTube or something. The Wraith. Yeah, that's probably
1986.
that. There is my like. When I was a kid, that was the film.
Was it like a Mad Max copy or something like that?
No, it had a lot of American cars in it. Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that.
Okay.
Wow.
So the storyline's something like a guy was killed or something, and he comes back as like a car, basically with a driver in it, and no one knows who he is. And you've got all these like Corvettes and stuff racing. There's a gang of like bullies and all the rest of it, and he turns up and like his best mate's getting bullied by him, and he turns up looking after his best mate, and he takes them all out one by one racing in the mountains and stuff. But that car is sick.
I remember watching
I
that now.
never would have expected that.
The Wraith, and then after that it's got to be DeLorean. It's got to be Back to the Future. It's got to be DeLorean.
Yeah.
They're probably the best two childhood kind of like old school cars. But the Wraith was my go-to film all the time. All the time, mate.
That's really cool. I remember watching it
That
back
is
in the
very
day.
cool, in
and
fact.
It's got
probably
loads of cool. It's not just that car in it. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just cool cars, like old Corvettes and stuff. And it's just about them racing that. It's almost like Fast and Furious 30 years before.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bit like that.
Because it looked really futuristic against everything
It
else.
still looks
doesn't
futuristic.
Yeah, it
now.
does,
It does now.
I mean, it's a shit car, but it was. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to buy one, but they've never made it, so it's just like it's almost like an Audi. If Audi brought it out now, it wouldn't look out of place.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. Yeah,
It looks, if you squint, it looks like a McLaren Speedtail.
it does a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Which is crazy when you think that was what 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Nearly 40 years ago. Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Very good answer.
That's obviously the first time and probably the last time that's come up.
Yeah.
The Wraith. Yeah.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, if you've not seen it, watch it. It's good.
Yeah. There you go. You can go down the rabbit hole.
I am I'm gonna watch that tonight.
It's got some good looking girls in it as well. That's probably why I liked it.
Sold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next question is going to be: did you pass your test first time?
Yeah.
How many minors, if you can remember?
I have no idea, mate. I had a bit of a nightmare actually in my driving test because my birthday's in January, end of January, and I booked a test for. I think it was the first test I could get was like the 3rd of April or something like that. So we got a driving instructor and he did like 8 lessons and then your test. So I did 7 lessons and my test was due to happen in like 2 weeks' time, I think it was, or a week's time or something like that. And then they brought out the theory test. Now, the theory test had never been out and about before.
No.
And then all of a sudden it was like, right, now to do a driving test, you have to do a theory test. So it was like, okay, well, my driving test is in like 8 days or something. And it was back in the day where I had to go to the train station. It was pen and paper. You had to sit there. They read out the questions. You write it down.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, what's this I've got to do? And they said it was just highway code, few questions, that's it. I was like, okay, cool. Went down to the train station. Like it was the day before my drive. No, it was 3 days before my driving test. Went down there, walked in. There's about 50 seats in this room, and the lady at the front reading out questions. You had to write it down. So sat down. Okay, guys. So everyone's researched the book. I said, what book are you talking about? I've got no book. Yeah, she said, well, you should have had a book posted to you when you booked the test. I said, I only booked the test like 3 days ago. Like, she said, oh, well, you probably haven't received it yet. You'll get it in the next few days. You need to understand this. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. She said, well, you might as well stay because you're testing so in a few days, whatever.
Yeah.
So sat there and it was like, okay, all these questions came up and I was thinking, I don't know half of these. What's she on about? Like, I thought it'd be silly questions like, what side of the road do you drive on?
Yeah.
Not like, how much oil can you have per... And I was thinking, what the fuck is she on about? So yeah, my day of my test came round, but I couldn't do the test because my theory hadn't been posted out to me yet, my results.
Did you pass?
No.
Oh.
My theory. I failed it by one question, which was...
That's
Because when I got
pretty
the
good
book,
going,
then I got the book through, read it, I booked another one, I had to wait 2 weeks for it. Then I went and I passed it, and then I got to rebook my test again. So I had to do another lesson before, an hour before, and then did my thing. And then, passed my test straight away.
Oh, wow.
But the theory messed me up by about a month.
Yeah. So you're like literally probably one of the first people to do it.
Literally, yeah. I think she said it was the third class she'd ever done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it was in the train station. You used to have to walk in. I think there's a big restaurant there. You know when you pull into the train station in Milton Keynes, you've got that restaurant on the left. Is it Sizzlers or something? It's called?
It used to be directors.
Yeah. So it was next door to there.
Okay.
So where you've got the restaurant is next door to it. So I think it's offices now, or it might be another shop or something. I don't know. But it was in there at the time. Yeah. So that was a nightmare. But yeah, I passed first time. Yeah, and then I passed my driving test, and all my mates were a few years older than me. Had already been driving and what have you. And they all said to me when I got back, "Did you pass? Yeah, I passed. Yeah, great. Right, don't drive your car today. Your adrenaline's all over the place.
Yeah.
Do not drive your car
That's good
today. We're
advice,
going to
that
take you out. We're going to take you out. We're going to go celebrate. We'll go to the pub, whatever." Cool. So we went out. I think I had a shandy or something. I knew I was going to go out. Went out with them, and then about 7 o'clock at night, they were like, "Right, we're going to go back, sort out dinner or whatever." And dropped me off at home. Straight, I'm on the phone to my other mates. Let's go. And that's when I had the Metro. Then all insured, ready to go. The GTI. Went and picked up my mates. Picked up 3 of my mates. So I had my mate Carl on the passenger seat. Steve Usher, do you know Steve Usher? Yeah. Steve Usher was in the back. We picked him up from his house in Newport Pagnell, and as I picked him up, I can't remember who else was in the back. It might have been Leon actually. And we came out of Red House. And it's like a big like swooping bend as you go around. And I picked him up and typical like, let's go. And it was like 8:30 at night, flat out round Newport Pagnell. And as I went round, I could feel the rear end going slightly, and I did the worst thing in the world, just hit the brakes. And the car spun round about 5 times, took a tree out, jumped up a curb, took a tree out. Then the car wouldn't start or anything. The front left wing's all battered in. I was thinking, fucking, I've ruined it. What's going on? So we pushed it and hid it behind someone's house. And the next morning went and sorted it out. But it turns out, I didn't realise at the time, but there's under the bonnet of those cars, there's a button you press, like an anti-crash button or something. So when it cuts the fuel pump, doesn't it? Yeah. So literally went there the next morning, and Andy went there, pushed the button, started straight away.
Really?
And then, so it was all fine, but the wing was all dented in. So do you remember the mini shed in Bletchley?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
I knew them guys quite well down there. So they ordered me a new wing, and it came like 2 days later. They bolted it on for me. Didn't have time to paint it. So I had like a white Metro GTR with a black wing on it for about a month, like a Mexican police car. Had it on there for about a month, and then they painted it for me. And at the time, I remember saying to him, "What do you want for it?" And he was like, "Mate, it's going to take me about an hour." He said, "Don't worry about it." I said, "What do you want for it?" Then he said, "Just get me some food." I was like, "What do you want?" He was like, "Chicken sandwich meal." I was like, "Okay, cool." So everyone's saying to me, "Oh, you got your car fixed? How much did it cost you?" I was like, "It just cost me a chicken sandwich meal, yeah, to get it fixed." It's like cheap parts, clearly. So yeah. Male ego on the day with adrenaline doesn't work. Yeah. But it taught me a bit how to drive, yeah.
I think everyone should do like a skid course or a speed.
No, I agree.
I agree. Intense driving course after you've passed your test.
Yeah, or just don't be a dick. It was raining. It was raining. I was flat out, and 4 people with loads of weight in the back of the car.
Yeah, everyone's a dick when they first pass their test, aren't they? Really.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's scary.
I still am now.
It can happen. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the beauty with modern cars, though. Now you've got to be a real dick to lose it in a modern
massively.
car. Yeah. They control it for you can literally flat out everywhere, and it will keep it stable for you. But but in the olden days, you didn't get that.
It was proper driving, wasn't it?
You had to be a proper driver. You had to be a proper driver. Yeah.
So have you ever had any speeding tickets?
Yeah. Do you know what? Ironically, though, like stupid ones. Like
most well, I guess say that. Which is
I'd expect to have like silly ones, or I thought I got caught doing a silly amount in my Porsche, but actually didn't hear anything from it. So I think I found out why I didn't hear anything from it, though, because actually I was going to sell the Porsche a year ago, so I took the private number plate off of it with DVLA,
right,
and was meant to put the standard plate back on, but I didn't. I just left the VIP TW plate on it. And
is that why you're trying to sell it to him so he gets a point?
Ticket's going to get 190 mile an hour speeding ticket.
So it was great. Yeah, any parking tickets or anything never came back to me. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. So no, the only ones I got, the daftest one I got was I think it was in Bletchley or something. The guy was in the middle of the road with a speed camera looking straight at me. So I just drove straight at him, 40 mile an hour on the nose. So he waved me in. I was thinking, what's he doing? Pulled in there. He said, how fast are you going? I was like, 40. He said, I'll give you a juice. You were doing dead on 40 mile an hour. I was like, hey, there you go. He said, it's a 30. I was like,
oh, no.
What? He said, it's a 30. I said, no, it's not. It's a 40. He said, no, it's a 30. I said, even my dashboard shows it says 40. He said, no, it's a 30. They've got roadworks further down. He said, so it's all a 30 at the minute. I was like, well, how would I know that?
Yeah.
He said, there's a sign at the bottom when you first drive in saying 30. I said, I didn't come in from there. I came in from the middle. He said, well, you'll have to contest it then, but you're going to get a ticket. And I did. I got a ticket. Yeah,
did you?
Yeah.
Oh, bastards.
And I did. I got a ticket. So it was like 3 points or something or whatever. And then I've been caught a few times actually doing like on the motorway 78 or something in the 70 or some shit. And you just do the point. You just do the online
awareness course.
Yeah. So I've done that twice, I think. And Daniel had done one for me as well, actually.
I'll cut that bit out.
No, we're not going to be in the country when this ends. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Well, she was in the car. And it was probably her fault, mate. I was taking her somewhere in London, probably. So, but no, I've done 2 of them. But again, nothing major, to be fair, mate. No.
That's impressive, isn't it? When you think like all our guests, the cars that they've had, most of them haven't been done that fast. And if they have been done, it's in something that's you just think, I would
proper Christian motor.
Yeah, like a Volvo or a little Fiesta or something like that, and they've been driving around in Porsches for 10 years.
Yeah. It's not. Do you know what? Ironic. It's normally the Range Rovers that I get caught in. Not anything of any kind of like power or anything like that. It's nothing which you'd expect to get caught in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is quite good.
Yeah, really good.
So would you own an electric car?
We kind of
answered it.
You didn't really answer it, yeah. So I think there's 2 questions. Would you own one, and would you buy one with your own money?
Yeah, I would. I'd buy it I'd buy a Cybertruck, I think, but I'd only do it really for the brand awareness. I think new country and all the rest of it, trying to get our name out there, and they do create a bit of a buzz. So I think I'd buy a Cybertruck for that reason. I wouldn't go out and buy like a Ford electric car or a Mercedes or anything like that. Just a standard car because I want one. I wouldn't go and just buy an electric car because I fancy one. I'd have to buy it for a reason.
Yeah.
So I still don't think they're the way forward, if I'm honest.
No.
I really don't. I get the whole a hybrid thing in some of the cars, and some of the new supercars and hypercars are coming out all hybrid.
Yeah.
But I think that's more because they have to, or they're trying to seem like they're doing the right thing. But no, I think good old petrol, you know where you stand with it.
I love the fact that in Dubai they come up with a petrol van and just fill your car up for you. I think that's called. That's fantastic. Because one of the arguments about electric is that you haven't got a petrol station at your house. So, but electric cars can be charged at your house. But with something like that,
it's at your house,
or
your office, or wherever you want it.
Great idea.
Yeah. So so if I don't get a Cybertruck, then probably the answer is no. I wouldn't buy a sole electric car. Or one of those Roxys if I do get one, but I can't see me having that as a car for me all the time.
Yeah. But technically it's a hybrid anyway, isn't it?
It's a hybrid, yeah. So no, it's still not for me. In fact, I went and looked at a Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. I'm not a massive fan of the Taycan, but I love the Cross Turismo. Have you seen them? They're like the shooting brake. They've got the bigger backs on them. Yeah, I really wanted one of them for a while.
They look really nice with the black arches. They almost look 4x4-ish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I just thought, again, one of them on air with a set of 22s on it would just be a wicked car. So I went to see Gareth, mate Gareth at Porsche in Towster, Silverstone. Loved it. I was literally ready to buy that car. Took it out and no emotion.
Oh, really?
Literally drove it and it was just like nothing. Literally nothing.
Really?
Yeah. It's soulless. And I was so disappointed because I was all ready to get this car and had big plans for it. I'd already spoke to Artec at the time. Literally, I had the wheels in the basket ready to just buy. You know what I mean? It was like, I just think it would look cool. But as soon as I drove it, it was just nothing.
Yeah.
Just nothing at all. Yeah, and I just thought, do you know what? I can't do it.
Did you say that you had an electric car once?
Yeah, we had the e-tron. Yeah.
And you sold it because of that reason? There's no emotion?
Yeah, I mean, again, if you were using it just around Milton Keynes, it was actually faultless. It was a good car.
Right.
It only used to do like 185 miles. They advertised it as doing 280 to 300 miles on charge. It did 175 to 185 miles per charge, which was a problem if we wanted to go anywhere further. And it was a problem because that was our family car, because I had the R8 then. So we couldn't all go out and do bits and pieces in that. We had to use this car. So anytime we wanted to go further afield, or we wanted to go York, see family or something, or we wanted to go to Edinburgh, see my granddad, whatever, which we did a trip to Edinburgh, and it was quite smooth. We stopped, quick charge, whatever, and then off again. I wouldn't say it was any cheaper, like with the paying for the pumps at the services, than it was if we took a petrol car or diesel or something.
Oh, okay.
Because it was costing us quite a bit on the cars to do. But again, because it had quite short range, I think they're probably better now. They've got more. A lot of these cars have got 300 miles easy, I think, in them.
And they say if you can charge them up at your house for overnight time.
Yeah. Well, we had a charger at home for that. Yeah. So we used to charge it every night, and it was all right. To be fair, it wasn't costing as much, and it was great. But because it was our sole car, for me, it did my head in. If I had to go to, that's when I had my Lincoln office as well. So every time I go and see the guys there, was a nightmare. Like it would take me hours to get home, hours and hours and hours to get home, because I knew I'd have to stop, and there was always a problem. So after that, I got home literally and was like, it's going, it's done. I part X'd out at Urban actually. I literally messaged a mate that worked there at the time and just said to him, I'm coming tomorrow. What have you got in stock? Literally, and I think it was about 3 days after that, I got Daniela it was another 3-litre diesel autobiography Range Rover. Yeah. So we just literally part X'd it in, mate, gone.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So quite a compelling argument then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you're using it just around town, it's great for that.
Yeah.
It's like a guy having a golf buggy. That's the best way to explain an electric car for me. It's like having a golf buggy. For convenience, it's great. Just jump in it, 1 foot, it just does everything. And if you want a car to drive, for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, cool. No. So this is a question that we keep forgetting to ask. What's the ugliest car ever made?
Oh, we do, don't we? No, we haven't.
Ugliest car, mate. It's got to be something like one of those Fiat multiplers or something. It's got to be,
I think that's why we don't ask it. It's always the same answer.
Yeah, it's got to be something like that in it, or one of the cute Nissan Cubes or something, or just something like that. Yeah, There's a lot of ugly cars out there, isn't there, to be fair? But
I think the multipler as a biscuit, don't it?
It's ticking most boxes, isn't it?
I think there's a Mercedes that's got almost identical to it at the moment. I need to find the picture. Yeah. It's like, if you put them side by side, you just think they've ripped it off and just put a Mercedes badge on it.
No way. It's almost like...
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is it quite an older one?
No, it's fairly new.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
They must have saw it and thought, we can do something.
We can improve that.
I think I'm thinking of the Mercedes ML.
No, it's not the ML. I quite like the ML.
Yeah.
I
Mate, they literally must have just found a 4-year-old, said, can you draw a car for me, and we're going to build it with a crayon and a bit of scrap paper. And they drew it, and they probably thought, that's not bad enough, now let's blindfold him and say, do it again. And then the Fiat Multipla was born.
Yeah,
it always reminds me of The Simpsons, you know, the episode where the Homer went and worked for his brother and bankrupt the company. That's the Multipla.
Yeah, something like that.
So on the other side, what's the most beautiful car ever made?
In your opinion?
This is your question, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my question.
In my opinion, I reckon it's got to be probably the Bugatti Chiron again. Or have you seen the new one they've just brought out? I can't pronounce the name of it.
Is it the Bolide? It's not the race car, is it?
Billiard.
It's not the Tourbillon, is it?
No, it's is it Billiard or something? Or it's just come out literally like 2 days ago. They put it on their socials.
Oh, you put a picture of it. No, that was the one-off one they did for a customer.
Yeah, I think they're building a few of them. I think they're building 7 of them or 10 of them or so. Yeah, like that or something. But I think again that is a very limited number. But
that's stunning.
Something like that. But again, I think with the Bugatti, it's a different experience. It's a whole nother level. That's like, you know, you aspire to ever have something like that. In fact, the guy that's got the Cybertruck in Dubai, he's just bought a Chiron, actually, a really nice one, blue one. But that the opulence in that, and the quality, the craftsmanship, everything about it, the look, the sex appeal, everything on that car, for me, has just got to be probably one of the sexiest cars out there. It's just incredible, mate. Like, every little detail on it is just perfect. So, yeah, I think for me, it's got to be...
Great answer.
Yeah, very good answer.
It's got to be that.
Are you still trying to find that?
If you go to...
Bionic?
No. If you just go to...
I'm looking for the... Merc, is it?
I think it is, but it's from a different angle.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Is that a new one?
Yeah.
No, I know which Bugatti you're on about. I can't think of the name. But I did think about the car for me, potentially. Yeah, while I was doing it.
It's a green one. They've just built it as a green one.
Alpino 110.
I love them.
I need to see a picture of it.
They're quite blocky, aren't they?
Is that the...
Very,
no. Did they turbo one?
Very small, little...
Oh.
No. If you go to you're on their Instagram account. If you go to their Instagram account and have a look on there... Yeah, look, I've got mine here. It's an incredible looking car, man.
I forget what it's called. I know what he's on about because I perved it yesterday.
Yes.
That's the one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That is lovely, isn't it?
You need a studio, a better signal.
Yeah.
I can't shut up.
There is Wi-Fi, but you have to log on to it.
No, don't worry.
I should have said
that there is just... That's an epic looking car, that. Yeah. The rear view and that on it is just insane, man.
You have to screenshot them and send me them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put
a picture here.
There you go. Here.
Down there.
Yeah.
What's the most embarrassing mod you've done to a car?
That'd be my Rover 200. 100%. Probably the only one I've done, really. I'd say, anyway. But, again, it was
cool at the time.
Nobody did parts for it as a performance car, really. So, normally the first thing you do is air filter, exhaust, lowering springs, all the rest of it. So, because no one had made any kit for the new Rover 200, and it was brand new when I got it, two things I had to do on it, actually, were... First thing was lower it. Someone started making a set of springs for it. They were only 40mm. So, I got a set of springs for it. Kev fitted for me at Vauxhall at the time where he worked. Fitted the springs, dropped it, and I was like, it looks the same. It was a tiny bit, you couldn't really notice it. So he got the oxyacetylene out, and literally, when it was up in the air, literally, they were a little bit loose. We just cut 2 coils off every spring, dropped it, and then it was probably about 90mm. It was a little apart then, it was all right. And to get more noise out of it, no one made an air filter for it. So I literally just took the airbox off, left the pipe there, and went to Tesco's and bought some pretty poly tights. So a pair of women's tights, I just put the foot bit over the top of it, got some black masking tape. The induction noise was insane. It was the best probably induction kit I've ever had, and it was a pair of tights. Do you know what I mean? For like $5.99 I was saying, yeah. But the noise on it, the pickup, whoop, whoop, whoop,
that's not embarrassing. That's cool.
So that was it. But that stayed on there till I sold it, pretty much. A pair of bloody tights. I had to keep changing them every 6 months. I was saying, yeah. I put the airbox on for the MOT. It didn't actually have an MOT that car because it was new. So yeah, I didn't have it long enough.
That's quite ballsy then to do that to a brand new car.
Yeah, but it also had warranty, didn't it? So if anything happened, I just... I had 4 gearboxes in that car.
Did it?
Yeah, I think it's because again I put a set of what were they called? Evo Rs, were they the wheels? TSWs, Evo Rs. So when they first came out, again 17s were the biggest wheel they did. I put a set of them on it, and they reckon because the wheel was slightly bigger and I was always wheel spinning everywhere, it kept breaking the gearbox. So I'm sure it's 4 gearboxes I had in that car in the space of like a year and a half. They hated me. They hated me. And again, I put like a silver stripe over it and stuff. Before wraps were a thing, really, I had like just off centre, so I put like a silver strip over it with like a smaller one next to it, like a race car look almost. Decked on a set of these big silver wheels, silver strip. It was a Tahiti blue car. It looked pretty cool, man. It looked, for what it was, again, it was just for me, it was easy motoring. It was all covered by warranty and everything. It was cheap to run. Insurance was free for a year when I bought it or something, like the deal they did. It was all right, man. It was good.
Yeah.
It was a good little car.
Have you got pictures of these cars?
I've got one photo of that car.
Have you?
I think.
Can you
somewhere
ping them over to me?
Yeah.
That's wicked.
But again, that's...
Because I'm not going to be able to find anything like that.
That was an S-Reg car, that was, yeah. S-Reg car, that was, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Talk us about your driving rants in this country.
Driving rants. For me, mate, personally, it's... I think it's the lack of cars that we have here from all over the world. Like, some of the coolest cars you don't get here. Or if you do get them here, you've got to pay a serious amount of money. Even like you were saying a minute ago about the old school American You don't get many old school American cars here, really, unless someone's already brought it over. And then you've got to pay silly money for it.
Yeah.
Whereas you go to America, you pick these cars up for decent money. And then when you're in Dubai, you've got all of these new cars, and for decent money, like that new Rox we were saying about a minute ago. I think most people would buy that. I'd say I'm confident saying 95% of people would buy that over a Defender.
Really?
For the money, 30 grand, like under 30 grand, where a Defender you're paying 100k for it.
Yeah.
But you get so much more in this Rox. It's 500 horsepower because the way it is, electric, what have you. It's a 500 horsepower car with
for 30 grand.
all singing and dancing, like Hermes orange leather. Like you've got captain chairs in it, like 6 of them. Like it just does everything. Like on your app, you can just drive the car forward and in and out of spaces. It's got voice recognition to do everything you want for it. And mate, like to get that is incredible. But it's a Chinese car, but they're in Dubai and stuff everywhere. But you don't get them here. They won't have them here. Cybertruck, you can't have one here.
No.
But again, they took deposits off us all for 100 quid when they said they were making it years ago. But now they're not. No, it's not safe to be in the UK. It's too wide or too big or whatever.
Okay.
Can't have it here. Again, the Lexus 570S.
Because we're not allowed the Cybertruck here, are we?
No.
For what reason now? I can't remember what it was.
I think they said it because it's too big.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Too big and the corners or something.
Yeah, too sharp.
Yeah, too sharp.
No, okay.
Yeah, it's not safe, they reckon.
Because I think there was one in the centre the other day, wasn't there?
Yeah.
On display.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So it's just, so for me, my rant is that they don't allow enough cars to be here. So I think the Cybertruck, again, would be cool here.
Yeah.
I think it would look wicked driving around in one of them.
I do.
And again, like going back to Lexus again, and the Nissan Patrols, like again, they'd get so much business. It'd be similar price to both of them cars are similar priced, I think, to the Range Rover Sports, like the SVRs and things like that. They'd sell more over here because they're just a cooler car. They offer more as standard than what the Range Rover does.
Yeah.
And for the price and that, like my biggest rant is you just don't have those. You just don't get them here.
Yeah.
You just don't get them here unless you import them in, and it costs too much. And then they're left-hand drive, and then you've got the problem of then having the same problem I have if I take a K car to Dubai. Every time you go to a car park and you've got one of those barriers, you've got to push the button on. You're on the wrong side of the road. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So my biggest rant is just stop with all the bullshit and let the cars come here, man. Or build them so they come here.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Lexus doesn't have these cars here, unless it's emissions related. For like the 570S, like they're like a 4x4. 570S is a cool car. Again, for me, it's a better car than the Range Rover.
Yeah.
They just don't have them here.
Oh, wow. So, something that Dave mentioned, if you could bring back any car from back in the day and resto mod it. Yeah, and resto mod it, what would you do? What would you pick?
I think...
So you could, even if it, like a Mark IV Escort or something, that if they could make them again now, that shape on the outside, but on the inside it could be all your air conditioning, different engines.
Just from having the Cosy, I reckon something like that. Maybe not the Cosy, because they're not too old school that you can't use them still. But I think go back a little bit more, maybe like the F40 or the Testarossa or something. Something like that, I think. If you imagine that with a modern everything in it.
Yeah, did you see Gas Monkey did? What was that? Was that a Testarossa?
Was it electric? Did he make it electric?
The white one that they chopped the roof?
Yeah, was it electric? Was it the one he did that was electric?
Full electric,
yeah.
I think I did see that one,
Yeah, something like that would be quite cool now.
Yeah.
I loved that, apart from I didn't like when he chopped the window, the front window screen.
Is that because they made it lower?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that one.
I just didn't think it looked right. It just
I think if you kept it looking as it should be, but inside, like you almost want to get like a new. If you're doing electric, you almost want to get a brand new Tesla Model Y or whatever it is, or the smaller one.
Yeah.
Take the whole body off it.
And put the old body on the top.
Yeah. Something like Chip Foose. Is it Chip Foose that does a lot of that kind of modernised stuff? Like like something like that would be cool. Or West Coast Customs do that a lot, don't they? They get like a new Dodge or something. They'll take the whole lot off of it and they'll put an old one on.
Did you see what they done with the Dukes of Hazzard car, the Charger?
No.
So they never made the modern Charger as a 2-door. It was always 4-door. But they obviously the original one was a 2-door. So they actually done that. They basically cut the back doors out, made the front doors longer. Oh, it's stunning. Absolutely beautiful. What they've done with it. But it's also worth an absolute fortune.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Which I never understood why they didn't make a 2-door version of it. If that was the classic.
I think the Challenger was a 2-door, wasn't it?
Was it?
And then the Charger was a 4-door.
But obviously, if you go back to like the Dukes of Hazzard, that was a Charger, wasn't it?
They probably got the names wrong when they were doing it.
Yeah,
but you're probably right, actually, because the Challenger.
Yeah, because if they would have called the Challenger the Charger, it would have been reminiscent to the old.
The Challenger did look more like the original one.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Goddamn marketing.
Some dyslexic bloke on the map thingy line.
Right.
He's not there now.
Have you got any funny car-related stories?
Oh, mate, I've probably got hundreds, to be fair. Can I think of any right now, though? You just said that. Any funny car-related stories? Like what?
Like something you think would be fun. Like, you passing your test.
Yeah.
Full of adrenaline. You wrap your Metro around a tree. That's funny.
Okay.
Because you were told not to, and then you went and done it anyway.
Something that still makes me laugh is when we went to, it was 2000, so it was Millennium New Year. We all went out to, there was a nightclub called Passion at Colville, and I went down there. I had my cousin with me and a few others, whatever. It was 5 of us in. I had the Rover 200 actually, and we went there. Left there at like 4 a.m. or something. Came out, and I wasn't drinking. I wasn't ever a massive drinker. I was always more interested in cars and stuff. I wasn't, and I knew I was driving, so I hadn't drunk or anything. Never done drugs or anything like that. It didn't interest me. But we all had like shitty outfits on, like fucking green spiky hair and stuff, because it was one of those things that everyone was doing it. And we went out, and it was icy when we came out. And where you've got the roundabout that joins onto the M1. It was just really slippy. There was cars like having bangs and whatever everywhere. We drove around there, and I was like full lock, spinning, going around this roundabout, thinking I was clever. And then there was a bus or something come off the roundabout, and he couldn't stop. He was just skidding, and I remember thinking, shit. So I, again, tried to go round him a little bit, but the ice just made the car spin. I went straight over the curb, down this embankment, whatever, and just landed in this muddy field. Literally, yeah. So we got out the car like, oh shit, like I think I can get the car out, and there was nothing wrong with it. Luckily, I hit it dead on straight with the wheels, and it bounced up the curb, and no damage, nothing at all wrong with it. Within minutes, the police were there, and they were like, right, have you been drinking? No, don't drink. Okay. Look at the state of him. Like he's obviously drugged out of his face. He's got green spiky hair and that. Like, I was like, no. I said, honestly, I'm fine, whatever. So they actually helped push the car out of this ditch. My cousin and the 2 friends I was with were helping push it out as well. So there's wheel spinning, mud going over all of them. we get back onto the thing, and they said, right, okay, is it the car right? I said, it feels a bit funny. I was like, guys, it's raining. Do you want to sit back in the car again? I said, I'm going to make a phone call just to speak to my mate who's a mechanic, make sure like anything I should look for. And the policeman was like, okay, no worries. I'm going to go and check out the bus situation. I'm back in a minute. So we all got back in the car, sat there, looking in the mirror. As soon as he walked off around the corner, boom. yeah, literally on the M1, flat out, just got home. Yeah, literally, like no dramas. Yeah, car was absolutely fine. Car was absolutely fine. Yeah.
Well,
I think where I hit the curb, it was only a small curb type thing, so it just bounced up it. And No, I was lucky. I was really lucky. Yeah. But loads of stories like.
we need a whole other podcast just for funny car-related stories.
Yeah. Loads for the years, but a lot of it's from back in the day. To be honest, there's not a lot of new kind of content apart from like the new modern stuff, like where you're flaming around London everywhere and shit like that. And you get a lot of cool stories like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the old school stuff is where you were idiots, and it's just yeah.
Fair play to you. Right, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, out.
That was impressive. How long have we been going for, Chris?
Don't know. Well, 40 minutes since we restarted.
Is it?
Long time.
One of the longer ones.
We had to do a tape.
Well over 2 hours.
Yeah,
well over 2.
Thank you for giving up your time.
No, thank you.
Absolutely,
really appreciate it, guys, and good luck with the podcast. This is cool.
Yeah,
really cool.
Yeah, we enjoy it, don't we?
It's all right.
Talking shit,
talking bollocks,
hanging out with our mates,
reminiscing with your mates. That's it. Yeah, it's good.
That's all about.
No, keep it up, guys. I'm watch it grow.
Right,
stickers for Dubai.
That's it. Yeah, come and see me.
We need some. Have you got any stickers there?
I've got them in the car.
Oh yeah,
I've got some in the car.
Yeah.
Anything you want to see on the podcast? Drop us a comment, like, subscribe, and
do some stupid shit now, and then tell them about it.
Yeah, tell us about it
when you get here.
And if you're in Dubai when Jamie's over there,
come and buy a place off us.
Come and buy a place off Jamie.
Yeah. Cool.
There's merch available. Well, there's not merch available actually. There is merch, but it's not available.
Coming soon.
If you want some, give us a shout.
Send us some money anyway.
We'll sort it out. Yeah. Right. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers,
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, bud. That was cool,
mate.
man.
Good to see you again.
See the size of my blister. Last time I had a blister that big, I was like 15. I just watched like Baywatch one after the other.